See, I know me. I'm dangerous.
Casual boxing talk.
What's good? We live, man. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, aka the ghostwriter of boxing. What's good, fam?
What's good? Slim on the ropes, boxing in the building. Lot going on, man. Lot going on.
There's a lot going on. I mean, I'm gonna jump in there with Boots, man. I didn't see this one. I did not call this one. I did not know he'd be in the Canelo camp, helping that man get ready for Terence Crawford, fam. Like, what did you think about that?
Hey, man, all these YouTubers with this black code mess, man. What is the black code? From my point of view, I ain't got no problem with Boots training with Canelo. Boots' brother trained with Canelo back in the day. So what, do I got a problem with Boots training with Canelo? No. Obviously, they got some type of relationship going if his brother already been in there training with Canelo back in the day. So nah, I ain't got no problem with Boots doing this. People act like Boots and Terence Crawford are besties or boys or not, or even acquaintances. Hell no, man. Slim, I'm doing me. If Canelo called me and want to work out, yeah, I'm taking that. Not only do I get the eyes of Canelo fans on me, the support of Canelo fans. Hey, Slim, I'm just doing it just for the fact you was with my brother back in the day. You with my brother, brother said you cool. Fuck it, I'm gonna go over there and chill with you, learn a little bit. I'm cool with that. If all
You said Canelo fans were gonna support him, right? Oh, salute the Millen Films, man. Salute the Build or Destroy, man. Yo, peace, God. Yo, so what I'm gonna say like this: would those Canelo fans support Boots if he fought another Mexican though?
Probably not. Then again, we don't know. Because the same can go with when we talk about Tank versus Pitbull Cruz. Tank had fans in there that was Mexican. We was in there that day. Was they not rooting for Tank?
But at the end of the fight, they was mostly rooting for Pitbull because Pitbull put up a show. They switched. They turned on Tank. They turned on Tank.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I saw a lot of damn Mexican fans cheering for Tank up in there, had Tank shirts on and everything. So again, I don't know what they're talking about.
Early on, but when Pitbull left that fight with a lot more fans, all of them Mexican.
Of course. He didn't get knocked out by Tank. Shit, of course they cheering for him. Like, yes, you stood up against King Kong. Shit, what the fuck you think?
Hold on, yo, Anthony Perez is shouting out for the Latinos. He said Canelo is going to beat Crawford, and yes, I will support Boots. He's the truth. All right, cool. So salute to Anthony Perez, right? Okay, so I'm not going to make it a racial thing, even though the rest of YouTube is. I'm going to look at it like this, because like I say, man, I know black fighters that Canelo fuck with out here in LA, right? Like salute to Lawrence King. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, that's one of Canelo's homies. You know what I'm saying? Be looking out for Lawrence King all the time. So I know Canelo ain't racist, right? I'm just saying the fans, though, man. I would feel kind of a way about that if I was Boots. It's like, especially if I ain't getting paid to do it. I don't know if he got paid to do it or not, and I ain't pocket watching, but I would just feel a way about that, right? But I see that we do that to each other, though. I'm talking Black American, because like other blacks outside of the diaspora, you wouldn't see a Nigerian help a white boy get ready to fight a Nigerian. You just wouldn't see it. You think you would see a Jamaican help a Mexican get ready to fight a Jamaican?
I guess I'm
keeping it outside of the race thing. I'm gonna just go tribe now. It's not race, it's tribe. I'm not doing the racial thing. I'm doing the tribal thing. Like real talk, because
again, I ain't worried about this black code mess, man. If I'm Boots, man, I'm doing me, man. Because that's the problem right there, man. We so worried about these codes and bullshit and standards of these people that ain't even in my life every day. I'm like, who cares what they think, man? It ain't no such thing as a code. If it is, tell me what the code is. For me, working out with somebody who worked out with my brother back in the day, obviously got a relationship because his brother was in the picture also. So I don't get these weirdos out here, man. They doing that to Boots because they know he don't talk. They know he don't really be doing interviews. Of course they're going to be dragging him like that, man.
All right, so check this out, man. So build or destroy. Yo, what's the science, baby? All right, so like he's saying Canelo already had a connection to the Ennis family. He sparred Bruce's brother back in the day. Just like you said. Just
Yeah,
like you said.
yeah.
All right. Mel X, what up, OGs? I hope y'all good. I'm lost about the boot situation. What y'all talking about? We talking so what I'm trying to say, Mel X, yo, salute to Mel X. My man's out of South Africa, right? So let me ask Mel X, because he's in South Africa, right? This is basically what we asking. We ain't even making it racial. We making it tribal, right? So in South Africa, you got like Zulus, and I forgot the other tribes, right? Would a Zulu help a Mexican get ready to fight another Zulu, right? And so I'm asking, right, would an American freedman, right, descendant of American freedmen, Black Americans, because that's our place in the diaspora. So we got the African diaspora, and our tribe is American freedmen, right?
No,
So
do it like this. Nah. I got it better for you because you're gonna
we
confuse
all
the
in the
people.
same tribe. We in the same tribe. No, I'm doing it. It's a tribal thing. It ain't a
Are they
black
are they
thing.
really in the same tribe? They ain't brothers. They ain't cousins. They ain't nothing.
Those are two descendants of American freedmen. Those are two
Again,
direct descendants of
ain't my
American freedmen.
blood. Ain't my blood, man.
No, you kind of are, right? And what you
Not
said,
really.
right?
You're a different clan. Like
No, you're
you
not.
got
Hey,
you
check it.
got
Let me finish though. Right?
Okinawas,
Let me finish though, right?
Cherokees.
Let me finish, right? Let me
I
finish,
mean,
right? Let
go
me
ahead,
finish,
go
right?
ahead, go
All right.
ahead.
So check this out, right? So you said, like, what did you say? You said, what's this code? Well, back in the day, I'm a historian, right? Back in the day, we were forced to be on code, right? And there was this thing called the Victor Green Book for the Negro Motorist, right? And what that was basically the yellow pages of niggas, right? It was the yellow pages of niggas. And because it wasn't safe for us to travel through the country and go to the wrong place, we had sundown towns, right? We had, and people don't know what a sundown town is, look it up, right? We had businesses that wouldn't serve us to take care of us. So we had all of our businesses in one book. It was called the Victor Green Book, right? And we were strong as hell back then. Like we were strong as hell under segregation, so much so that we defeated white supremacy and opened up America to everybody. But something happened after that, right? I feel when the Victor Green Book died, that's when our solidarity and our unity as descendants of American freedmen died. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, like back in the day of the Victor Green Book, that wouldn't have happened.
I guess I'm so confused right now. This has nothing to do with
You
boxing.
pretend, I mean, like, no,
What does this have to do with boxing?
I just told you, like the
How?
people, YouTube is saying, like the black fight fans are saying, that's crazy work on Boots' part, right? So I'm speaking for the black fight fans who's saying that, right? So I
Again, what's crazy about it? What's crazy about it? Explain to me what's crazy about him working out with Canelo.
You helping them get ready to beat another American freedman, and you an elite American freedman fighter, and you helping him get ready to beat another American freedman. And I'm speaking as God's advocate right now, right? A lot of people like to say devil's advocate. I don't play that.
This is such bullshit right now. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's your feeling, and that's your opinion. You have a right to your opinion, right? But black fight fans are saying this, right? So I'm going to speak, since you speaking for that side, I'm going to speak for the black fight fans. I'm going to play God's advocate right now, right? And I'm going to ask you like a question, right? So do you really think that would be cool? Like if a Mexican did that? Are there any Mexicans in the Terence Crawford camp? That would cancel all this out. Are there any Mexicans helping Terence Crawford get ready with Canelo Alvarez? That's my question, because I don't know.
Do that even matter?
I mean, it matters to Mexicans, right? It doesn't matter to American freedmen. It would matter. Like, I don't think you would
Quite
see
sure
Nigeria.
Bud would have reached out to somebody. Obviously he feel like he don't need none of that. He gonna go in there and beat the shit out of Canelo Slim.
Okay. Melcar X on your side. Melcar X say, I'm Asha, and I have trained a white boy to fight a Asha guy before. Just because he Asha don't mean I know him. And the white boy was my friend and my rugby and from my rugby team. I respect that.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I
It don't make
respect
no
that.
sense what these YouTubers be doing with that damn shit, man. That's bullshit.
All right, so now I'm gonna tell you, like, so I'm speaking for the black fight fans on YouTube, right? But now I'm gonna tell you this from me, what I personally know, right? Like, I personally know people that's connected to Canelo and they black, right? Like I said, salute to Lawrence King, right? So I'm like, I'm not torn by it. I'm not mad at Boots for doing that, right? But somebody got to speak for the black fight fan and just put this out here, because I don't like having everything sway one way. So you got strong opinions about it, and I ain't even mad at you on that, man.
I guess from my point of
somebody
view
I
is,
respect too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why are they making a big deal out of this, man? It don't make no sense.
All
They
right,
acting like Crawford and Boots were friends, associates, none of that. I mean, come on, man.
All right, so yo, build or destroy, peace, God. But Bud clowns Boots most of the time when they bring him up in interviews. Why would he be loyal to him? I mean, that's a legitimate question. I think it was purely a boxing business move, and I think that's a fact. I think it was purely a boxing business move. But somebody got to speak to the black fight fans who feel a way about that, right? Anthony Perez, it's boxing. Anyone can spar anyone. Boom, boom. Okay, Anthony Perez, he's speaking for the Latino fight fans, and like I don't know, but I think there are Mexicans in the Crawford camp. So if there are Mexicans in the Crawford camp, there can be American freedmen in the Canelo camp. I ain't mad at it, right? Life is good. What's good? Life is good. Peace. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan. Casual boxing talk. Top 5, dead or alive. What up, King? Good, we up in here. Tyrese. Oh, so Tyrese is saying, are you saying that Boots is a raccoon? No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there are black fight fans who are saying that. So I want to put it all on the table.
Quite a number of YouTubers that feel Boots is a coon right now about this move, man, which I don't.
I mean, you know, but what do you got that they don't? Like, you actually know Boots personally, right? Is Boots a coon?
Hell no. Far from it.
There we go. You know the nigga personally.
Again, his brother they already know each other, man. Come on, man. Okay, it ain't like he just straight off the street said, hey, let me holler at you, Boots. No, they already had an established relationship.
All right, yo, salute to Teach. To answer your question, no. I don't believe there is a Mexican sparrer. I don't believe there's a Mexican sparrer in Bud's camp. You don't believe. Give me answers. If y'all got, I need somebody with a definite answer. Salute to Teach. Teach, you don't believe, King. Milcar X. I heard from Sean Zytel there is a Mexican in Bud camp. All right, so like I wouldn't be surprised because Mexicans work with anybody. Mexicans fight anybody. They don't play that take the loss and you over.
Well, I got Mexicans on this team. What are you talking about?
All right, so I'm just saying, man, we gotta speak to the black fight fans who feel the way about this.
I'm so confused about this shit right now. This shit don't even make no sense, man. Bud got Mexicans on the team, Bud got the Mexican shirt. Matter of fact, it was a video where Bud was in the Mexican hood out in Nebraska, man. Come on, man.
Teacher saying, we know the other guys from Guatemala. Okay, Latino. He Latino. All right, cool. Joko, salute. Anyone saying Boots is a coon is a damn clown. I'm not saying it either, bro. Like, I refuse to call Boots a coon for going to work. Real talk. And like, it ain't like he ain't going into the camp exposing Terence Crawford's secrets, because he don't know Terence Crawford's secrets. He's a black guy who's athletic like Terence Crawford. That's what it is. And I think Terence Crawford is better than Boots, honestly. Real talk. See, Joko. Let Bud keep getting work with 135-pounder. Canelo will stop him. Talking about Shakur. Talk about cool. Yeah. I think he just beat Shakur up for a minute, man. That was more to help Shakur out. Let me see.
It ain't like Shakur getting Bud ready, man. Come on, man.
Life is good. Bud got Mexican friends. Yep. Me too, fam. I got mad Mexican homies out here, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Bud, man.
So I got mad Mexican homies out here too. That's what's real. Like I get along with everybody until it gets disrespectful, and it is yet to get disrespectful. Real talk. Joko. Bud team showing he's scared. How scared they is for real. I don't think Bud team scared though. I think Bud wins this fight. I got Bud in his fights, man.
I got Bud.
Real talk. Boots' older brother helped Nello get work back in the day. Looks to be a boxing business decision. Boots knew he was going to get the pushback. He is an op to Bud. They're definitely. I think Boots scared of Bud, though, honestly.
I think Boots
scared. I think he's scared of him. That's just my personal opinion. I think.
I get it. Yeah. I just don't think so.
I think Bud got his heart, man. Oh, Young Tone Records, man. He said he doesn't know what being on code is. Being on code is what we're doing now. Is what we're doing. Oh, the chat smooth. The chat moved. Hold on. Young Tone Records. All right, so we hearing from the Black Fight fan right now. Let's listen to Young Tone Records. He said he doesn't know what being on code is. Being on code is what we're doing now. Most Black Americans want to see Bud do it for the culture. Man, that's deep, bro. That's deep. And show the world in boxing we reign supreme. I'm not mad. I'm not Young Tone Records. I ain't mad.
I agree, right? I ain't mad at you for this, right? Because that's why I switched my tune. Remember, I switched up. I'm with Crawford, man. I got Crawford. Even though I was rooting for him, but now I feel like he can beat Canelo. But
that's not what he's talking on. He's speaking on what you said. He's addressing you directly.
I know what he's trying to say about the Boots situation. Fuck that shit, man.
He's calling you a coon.
Owe him nothing. Boots owe him nothing.
He's calling you a raccoon. Bro. He's calling you a raccoon, bro. He said you're not a code. You're a raccoon. That's what he's saying.
Fuck a code.
No, you can't.
I don't believe in that. Fuck that code shit.
Oh man, time out. Never say that, bro. We there must be a code for the culture. Or else
nobody follows it, man. Nobody follows it. I'm not following no bullshit.
You know where everybody follows the code at? You know where everybody follows the code at?
I do me.
Everybody
do me.
Yo.
And I'm winning doing me. And I'm winning.
Yo, I know that time you went out of town, you was on code though, right?
When?
You forced to be on code when you go out of town.
Yeah,
nigga.
No, nigga. You just roll into town smooth and roll out smooth. That's all it is, man. No. Checking in with no motherfucking body. Ain't doing none of that shit.
No. You'll be on code. You will be on code. You go out of town.
Now, okay. See, when you put it like when you go to LA, you better be on code. You better be on code. Oh, you will get caught slipping. Yeah, okay. Now, in certain instances where you got to be on code, man. We talking boxing now. Boxing in life.
No, but we talking code too. That's a part of the topic.
Well, so what's the code? What's the code?
I mean, read Young Tone Records again. Read. I want you.
So now black fighters can't work with Mexican fighters. What's the code? Tell me the code, because I must have missed that class. I missed that class.
Read what the brother is saying. When he say he's speaking for the culture. Okay, let's say what Brian Norman Jr. did, right? When he fought Santillan, right? He did it for the culture. He went to hostile territory. They were calling him racial slurs. They were acting real anti-black towards him. And he took it out on Santillan. Is that a fact?
Fact.
He was on code. And any black person that watched that fight would have been on code. If there was any black person that helped Santillan, right, and then saw what the way the crowd was acting, I would have felt the way. If I would have sparred Santillan and helped him got ready for Brian Norman Jr., right, even if I had got paid and I would have seen how the crowd was treating Brian Norman Jr., I would have felt the way about that. Me personally.
I'm a fighter. Anybody can get it.
No. That's not the question though. The question is code, right? So I would feel a way about that because the way they're acting, I would be forced to be on code.
I work with whoever I want with, because they ain't no all that code shit is fake anyway. It's fake bullshit.
Hold on, time out. So you would be okay, right? If you helped Santillan get ready for Brian Norman Jr., right? And then you watching the fight and everybody calling him mono, right? And you know what I'm saying, calling them like just all types of stuff, calling them the N-word, calling them like holding up bananas, right? Holding up watermelons, right? You would be okay with that? You would be okay that you help
Brian the big boy, he know how to handle that. Nigga, it's called hold your own nuts, man.
So just it's a yes.
He's a grown man in a sport where it's one-on-one.
So you would be okay with that, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, cool. That's off code. That's off code.
I ain't on no fucking code. Fuck that.
It's off code. I can tell you right now, if there was a Mexican guy, right, and it was a bunch of black people in there holding up tacos and calling them all types of derogatory names and stuff, that Mexican guy would feel a way about that. That's just because that's in you.
You see what Brian did? You ain't got to talk it. Just show it with your actions. Like Brian told you, man, I got two of these. Two. Man, again, I ain't got time for all that. Because we always be on that bullshit with us, man. It's only with us that we talking codes and all this dumb shit. Nobody else talks that shit, man.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, we still behind in every fucking thing.
Time out. You wrong, though. Everybody else does talk that. Everybody else does talk that. And like, it's like I started, it's a tribal thing. Yes, everybody else does talk that, bro. You talk to a Mexican, like, they don't even care who fighting. I'm going with the Mexican. Like, most Mexican fight fans gonna say that. That's a
Again,
fact,
I
bro.
agree. Boxing is tribal. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
So what?
yeah. So, but you saying it's no code. You saying nobody goes by that. They do.
I
They
guess,
do,
man.
No, they
man.
do.
I'm gonna live my fucking life. Fuck that shit.
Hey.
See how far this cold shit get people, man. like listen to Martin Luther King, man. Let's sit in these restaurants with these people when we lost all our shit, when we had our own shit.
Now you going back to what I was saying about the Victor Green book for the Negro motorists, right? We were on code back then, right? We were on code back then. We were forced to be on code back then, and we defeated white supremacy. For I think, like, we defeated white supremacy in America.
Now getting on code is just trying to follow what everybody else doing. Let's get on code. Let's get it. Let's protest at these restaurants and diners and fine establishments so we can eat with the whiteys. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit when we had our own stuff, man. That's where he fucked up at, man. That's why I don't care. I don't care about that cold shit, man. Cold shit will get you into a burning fire, man. Fuck that shit.
Hold on. I got the homie Kareem on stage, man. My brother from
Bring
the
him on.
motherland. My brother from the motherland. Where you at, Slim? Yo, Kareem, you in the house, bro? We talking codes. Kareem, are you in there, fam? I see you in the room. I added you to the room, man. Yo, get your Wi-Fi up, Kareem, man. Get your Wi-Fi up, King. What's going on, man? We ain't gonna let you slow the show down, fam.
Got the Obama Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what's going on, Slim? Where you at, Slim? Kareem, where you at, Slim? Hey, what you nervous, nigga? I see you, man. I see you in the room, bro, but I don't see you on the stage. All right, man. Yo, we gonna get Slim. We gonna give you 1 minute. Exactly.
Man, boot him until we ready, man.
There you go. There you go. Can you hear us, bro? Kareem, can you hear us, bro? The clock is ticking, bro. The clock is ticking. Yo, man. Where we at? Joe Cole. Teach. Boom, boom. Tyrese, Martin Luther Slim preaching. Ha, 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 ha. Hilarious.
That part.
Hilarious.
Man. That part, Slim.
Yo, your favorite barber. Peace, your
Only
favorite
reason I know that, man, because my peoples had their own shit, man.
Yo, Clifton Dennis. We act like crabs. We act like crabs again. We act like crabs. Again, cultures that have a strong value. We act like crabs. Again, cultures that have a strong value. Like, but see, yo, like Clifton Dennis. One thing I know about American freedmen, when we're forced to be on code, we are. And when we are, we can't be stopped. Like hold on. We're going to give Kareem one more chance. Where you at, Kareem? Supreme Kareem.
What's good?
Yeah, I made the link. I was trying to link up. I tried it on the laptop. It wasn't really functioning. So here I'm on my phone. I understand if it might be a little inconvenient, but yeah, I'm here. We're talking about some real shit today, bro.
Oh, yeah. So you've been listening to the show?
I haven't had a chance to sign on. I know LA has been wilding. I know these niggas have been wilding. This is insidious, John.
Yo, hold time out. We lost Zero Brooks Multimedia. Where this nigga at, man?
Okay, let's put him back on.
No. So what we were talking about, right? We were talking about, so there's a black fighter. You familiar with boxing, right?
For sure.
All right, so Boots Ennis is helping Canelo Alvarez get ready for Terence Crawford. And you got black fight fans calling him a raccoon for that, right? So, and I said, I'm going to look at it as a tribal thing, right? And like I had my boy Melcar X out of South Africa say, well, he's helped a fella like he's Sushi, right? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. And he helped a white boy get ready to fight another member of his tribe. The white boy was his friend, right? Mm-hmm. So you got other fighters saying that Boots shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because Terence Crawford is black, descendant of American freedmen, and he's helping a Mexican get ready to fight another black man. Like, what would you say about that? Some people are saying it's a business decision. Some people are saying, what do you feel about that? Yo, Lord Quincy, what's good, King?
You know, we have to understand that behind the scenes is different. You know, we look at it a certain way as fans. But I believe the business decision angle probably makes the most sense in the reality. Look, if you were to meet your hero, let's say Terence Crawford were your hero, do you think he's a moral man or a money man?
I think Terrence Crawford about that dollar, bro.
So that's what I'm talking about. I understand the
Yeah, yeah.
decision. Now, will the public agree with this position? Probably not on its face, but you're ignoring this man's posture and you're ignoring explicitly what he's in the game for. Am I right or wrong?
Hey, you agree? You agree with my brother, Zed Brooks Multimedia. Hey, Zed, he agree with you, Slim. Yeah, what happened to you, man?
I'm
Where
gonna be
you at,
real
man?
with it. That's it.
Hold on.
Is that
All
Slim
right,
right
here I
there?
go. Here I
Slim, you
go.
back?
There you go.
Yeah, I had to come back. I had to come back
Yeah.
inside. Had to come back
All right.
inside.
Yo, what you come back inside for? It was perfect.
Nah, it was static. I had to charge my phone up.
All right, yo, it's still good, man. It's still good. Yo, Anthony Perez, yo, he gave you your nickname, man, Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
Mr.
Freeze in the building. Nah,
Yeah.
I ain't freezing right now. I'm good.
All right, so yo, Kareem agrees with you. And yo, elaborate though. How you feel about that though, man? Oh, yo, Clifton Dennis said would Cotto help Oscar get ready for Trinidad? Hell no. He keeping it tribal. He's saying Puerto Ricans. He's saying Puerto Ricans won't do that.
Can't hear in the middle.
Oh, let me what you say, Kareem?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
hear
can.
bro.
Now we can.
All right, bet. All right, so my point was, look, it's part of the game. Again, it's a simple question. Is Crawford about morals or money?
Okay. All right,
That's it.
speaking of that, man. Speaking of that, yo, Kareem, I brought you on because like you got some insight. You was giving me some insight on what's happening in DC real quick, right? So I want to touch that. I want to touch on that real quick because I'm gonna tell you like so I'm gonna tell you what you think about because I feel like I'm being on code, but some people saying I'm not, right? So I'm saying, right, as a descendant of American freedmen, right, I'm looking at what's happening in DC, and I'm like, people are trying to tell me they coming for us specifically, right? And I'm like, okay, so I came up in the murder capital era where civilians wasn't really victimized like that. It was all mostly youngers who was in the game, and you knew the risk, and what happened to you. It's just what it was. Shit, I got popped, right? I ain't cry about it, and none of that shit, right? So my thing, and I wasn't claiming victim or nothing, right? So my thing is, right, if these youngins, these YNs out here targeting civilians, right, and they're treating the city like it's GTA, what else is in GTA? The National Guard is, nigga. And like, so that part. So if you want to target civilians, guess what's going to come next? You can't target civilians. I feel like these youngins is soft, right? They looking for weak targets. We had one of them YNs follow my mom from the Keno spot, knock on her door and ask her for money. I was about to take a trip back home, but nothing really happened. So my mom's is safe. Everybody good, right? But I was on the verge of crashing out over some of this shit these youngins is doing, man. And everybody I'm talking to, like all the homies, like from the barbershop, telling me they like, yo, it's getting worse, man. I'm like, it can't be getting worse. It's like, it's getting worse and worse than you remember, bro. It's bad everywhere. That's what they telling me. I've been gone 10 years, right? So tell me, because you sent me a video, and I was looking at the video. I didn't see no black people getting beat up. I saw people who was probably immigrants getting snatched up. That's what I saw.
There's a lot to unpack here. First, let me thank you for giving me this platform. Thank you, Scoot, for allowing me to express myself about what's happening in this city. You are from DC. You're in LA. You're experiencing the same level of brutality from ICE. You're also experiencing this government, not you personally. Not you personally, but you are also visualizing, listen, you're also watching this government work in reckless abandon. Let me be clear. Washington, D.C. is extremely vulnerable to the federal government should they choose to act on it. We've been asking for statehood as long as I've been alive.
Ain't gonna happen.
Why?
You can't make Washington
because they can manipulate this population. Let me explain you
No,
in ways where this
it's the
example
centralized government of the United States of America. You
exactly
can't
you
make that a
hit the
state.
nail on the head. So they
You
can
can't give
centralize
one
this
state
city.
all the power.
They're using this city as a template for the rest of the country. Think about it.
No, they're not. They can't.
Yes.
They can't. They legally can't. They can't. It's federal territory, right? We all in DC, we know that.
DC,
right?
the feds.
Yeah, it's the
All right.
feds.
Listen,
Yeah.
John, you're gonna have to give me like 3 minutes to finish the point.
Oh, you forgot this.
DC is
tell them how
most
we get down on
vulnerable.
the show.
Go ahead.
DC is vulnerable because of our home rule law that limits our local government to be able to exercise the right of the people. Anytime we make a decision, it has to be co-signed by Congress. Typically, Congress doesn't care. But now that Donald Trump's in office, he's maximizing his leverage on home rule to the point where he wants it to disappear. So there's a chance that for those of us who are wishing for statehood may have this dream evaporate overnight. Okay, let's talk about what's going on right now. Let's talk about what's going on right now. I heard what you said.
Can I add to that? Can I add to what you just said? All right, so let's have a build on that, right? So I know for a fact that's always been like that. And if you're living under home rule in DC, you're living under an illusion. DC was like the second city to legalize marijuana in the nation. And the government said, hell no, we're not legalizing cannabis, right? We voted for that. I voted for that, right? They said, hell no. DC, right? The jury in DC did not convict Marion Barry, right? For smoking crack cocaine on camera. The judge said, fuck what this jury talking about. You going to jail, nigga. Like, so you talking to an OG DC dude, man. So, but I'm telling you, that's always been the case. That's always been the case, bro.
Let's be clear about this. Maybe that led to your decision to leave for LA. But I'll tell you, DC has improved. Well, let me be clear. DC has improved in multiple ways in the last 10, 15 years. The economy has been robust. People feel safe. You can raise a family in DC. No question. Education is strong. This is an illusion. This is their way of trying to capture our minority cities. They're upset. Philly never votes for them. Washington, D.C. never votes for them. L.A. never votes for them. Miami never votes for them. Chicago never votes for them. This is a power grab. Let me be clear. What we see during the day is brutal. We see Latinos who are fighting for some level of peace in this country, working, paying taxes, raising their families, being brutalized in public and in daylight. Fact. What I will tell you, which scares me the most, is that I believe our Black children and our Black people are being taken at night, and there's no video of it. That is very deep and concerning.
Let me answer that, right? If you out at night and you wilding the fuck out, right, you might get snatched up. We'll talk. Calm your little ass down, right? Stop attacking civilians, and you won't get snatched, right? And I'm gonna blame the YNs.
What if they come to your? What if they come? Hold on. What if they come? Shit, right? What if you're on your porch and you're smoking a J? Your age is 21.
The YNs fucked it up for everybody.
Why? Wait, hold up.
By attacking civilians.
The law is the law.
They shouldn't be
the law is the law,
civilians.
my brother. If you're on your porch,
the law is the law. It's a federal city.
You're smoking a J on your porch.
It's a federal city.
Do they have the legal right to snatch you?
It's a federal city. You got to go by federal laws.
So let me be clear about this, John. When you walk and you're Black, you're breaking a law, depending on their judgment. These aren't federal agents. They're cosplaying. These are J6ers. These are Proud Boys that have been released and they got a promotion.
Well, check this out.
This idea that these are federal agents that know what they're doing and they're abiding by the law is a joke. And you know it.
I'm going to answer this right now, right? If you an innocent person, right, and you get snatched up unjustly by somebody who's a Proud Boy, guess what you got? You're going to get paid. You're gonna get paid. We have
The process, the indignity, the
Black
physical
American
brutality
lawyers.
that you have to deal with. So the money
We've been dealing with
justifies
that.
all of that.
We've been
Stop
dealing with
it.
that.
This
We've been
isn't
dealing with that.
America anymore, John. Scoot, this is
We've
not
been dealing with that, bro.
America.
We've been
This
dealing
is
with that.
not America.
We've been
You
dealing with
cannot
that.
tell me,
We've been
well,
dealing with that.
you know, you just said, you
We've
know,
been
on
dealing
the
with
back
that.
end, if I win a lawsuit, it's okay. What?
That's how you keep
To
the
be
government in check.
egregiously attacked, to be, for whatever reason, bigoted into a situation. You know what they're doing right now. They're saying Smithsonian and history doesn't exist. Slavery doesn't mean anything.
Who's
They're
saying
saying
that, though?
black struggle doesn't mean
Who's
anything.
saying that, though? Who's saying that?
The president.
Bruh. Right now, there's a propaganda machine. So I'm gonna tell you what y'all niggas watching and y'all think is the news is legally not the news. They're loopholes they can get around, right? So what you think is the news is actually a show with two pundits that's posing as the news. That's how they can get away with spreading propaganda, right? So basically, right, if they could fuck up if they want to, they could fuck with the sentence of American freedmen if they want to, right? What has happened right now is we have gotten on code. The sentence of American freedmen have gotten on code. We have established our tribe, right? We have our lawyers, right? So if you attack us unjustly and treat us like we are under the control of ICE, right? What's gonna happen? You're gonna
Let me be
lose
actually clear about this.
You're gonna lose that case.
Look, Scoot. You're looking at it in a wrong perspective. Let me clarify the picture for you. Okay, this is in phases. It starts with the Latinos because they're vulnerable based on fraudulent paperwork.
Citizens of the country, bro.
That's it. They start with that. They promise to take out the scum, the derelict, corrupt gangsters. Instead, they're going to Home Depot and elementary schools and metro stations. They're picking up what they can. And again, because this whole system is based on monetary gain. If you pick up and snatch, you get paid. Okay, that's the easy part, as disgusting as it is.
Yeah.
But you know they have an agenda for us.
As a descendant of American freedmen, right? So let me break it down.
I need you to pause.
Let me break it down for you.
Scoot, pause.
Let me break it down for you real quick, right? So we as descendants of American freedmen, we have a history, right, of being attacked by everybody under the sun. And when they put our backs against the wall, right, we rally, and we end up defeating whatever foe there is, right? That's just a real fact, right? I'm talking historically correct, right? So how do you think the country got opened up to everybody who labels themselves a minority? Descendants of American freedmen. Why? They had our backs against the wall. We start fucking shit up, right? And then they try to repaint the narrative. They want you to think it was Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Martin Luther King was one faction, right? Elijah Muhammad was another faction. The street gangs were another faction. There were riots all over the country. We were literally burning the country down, right? They had to kick that shit in, right? And then out of spite, after we defeated them, for the second time, I add, right? Because we defeated them before. We freed ourselves from slavery, right? So I can go all into the history of that, right? So as far as the speaking for descendants of American freedmen, right? It's like we opened up the doors to the country for everybody. Everybody got labeled as a minority. And these white boys, out of spite, put us back in the back of the line again. And said, okay, y'all niggas think y'all won, right? Guess what we about to do? We about to give all the opportunities y'all fought for to everybody else, right? And the same party, right? The same party that you ride with, that we showed nothing but loyalty to, is down with that. They okay with that. They opened up the floodgates to the motherfucking country. Where they do that at? There's no nation on earth that would open up the gates and say, everybody come on in, right? And then they put them in our neighborhoods. They gave them benefits that belong to us. It's a whole bunch of shit. They keep doing it. And these are the motherfuckers that say they on our side, right? Right? Now, speak.
Okay. Am I muted or can I speak?
I had to mute you, man. You was talking.
I know you had. Yeah, I guess you had to because I was speaking truth.
No,
are you going to mute me again or can I go?
Speak your truth.
Okay. Let's not forget America's role in immigration. I'm American. We have gone into countries and upset the rhythms of their government systems. We've gone into Central America, South America, and the Middle East, and into Africa, most importantly to me. and disrupted governmental systems, which has caused authoritarian rule, which has forced people to leave their countries. And they go to Europe and they go to America where they're being told the promise is real. So the role of America in all of these scenarios have to be accepted. Let me be clear. You cannot be a superpower and not assume responsibility for certain reactions in the world. Let's be clear. In the Middle East, the United States at the time in the 50s and earlier in the 40s never wanted to dabble there. They had nothing to do with the Middle East. They were an isolationist country. Prior to that, the country had to be thrown into World War II. They didn't want any part of it. And even today in 2025, ask an American if you want to go to war. They don't want to. Okay. But when America found out that the Middle East had oil, everything changed. What are we talking about today in Africa? Mineral goods. Now, countries that have imbalanced trade policies with the United States in third world countries are abiding to American policies that are demanding their mineral resources, and they're forcing them to adopt their satellite systems for no reason. Okay. Now, I'm not done.
Can I add to that?
I'm going to clarify.
I gotta add to that.
I want to clarify.
I gotta add to that. I gotta add to that, King. I gotta add to this, right? I've gotta add to this, man. Like, real talk, man. I'm with you. I'm USA all day, baby. I traveled all over the world. I'm USA all day. I'm rooted in the soil, right? I'm an indigenous descendant of American freedmen, which means I got the blood of the indigenous people who came in all shades. Just look at me, man. Right? Real talk. I got the blood of the African slave that came over here, right? Unjust, who was also betrayed by his own homies back in the motherland. So yes, Africa owes reparations too. We gotta holler at the AU about that, right? There's reparations, not just to American freedmen, but to Jamaicans, everybody in the Caribbean, to everybody in South America. Like, so now we're looking at it too, because we gotta look. Africa owes reparations to the Afro-Latinos. Africa owes reparations to the Caribbeans. Africa owes reparations to the descendants of American freedmen. But guess what? America also owes reparations to the descendants of American freedmen. France and Europe and all that owe reparations to the descendants of the Caribbean. Spain owes reparations to the descendants in South America. So does Portugal, right? So I'm not just speaking for me, descendant of American freedmen here, right? So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm okay with America wrecking shop, right? And making America the wealthiest nation on earth. Yeah, we gonna take your oil, nigga. We taking your oil, nigga. We taking your oil. We taking your minerals, nigga. We America, baby. That's how we get down. How do you think the dollar ain't backed by nothing but our guns, man? The dollar's backed by our military and the oil, right? It ain't backed by gold no more. Is it perfect? No, right? But I would rather be in America than most places in this earth, bro. And I've been all over the world, bro. That's all I'm saying. Boom.
Can I speak?
Where we at with it,
Okay.
baby? Yeah,
I've never been on a podcast where the host has the ability to mute you. That is
welcome
a
to America, baby.
Okay.
Welcome to America, baby.
Well, welcome to freedom of speech. And I think it's emblematic of where we're going now in this country. Now, all of a sudden, rules don't matter. Law doesn't matter. Freedom of speech, irrelevant. So long as you disagree, I will mute you. This is what we're doing. I think it's sad.
No, we can't talk over each other. That's why I'm
identity, John. Let me finish a point. You had a long way over. No, you're very clear about what you had to say.
Yeah.
I'll be very clear about this. America's turning in a direction that doesn't represent us and about just Black people. Let's be honest. What I see is an overarching issue. You know, when they discuss the matter, say, frankly, of abortion even, you know what they're attacking? They're attacking clinics that help people of sub-minimum wage to be able to have a kid safely. They want that absorbed and destroyed. They're not caring about abortion. They don't give a shit about that. They care that those types of medical assistance allow Black and brown people to have more kids. That's a fact.
Particularly,
Most people don't see it. John, let me finish. I'm not finished. I have more for you.
You're talking slow, bro.
I have more for you.
You're talking
I have
slow,
more for
man.
you. Now, you went on a tirade. I had a point to make, but I'm gonna skip over it because you said wild shit about how America deserves to do what we do around the world.
Minerals, nigga.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The word nigger exists because of colonization. Nigger.
Nigger with an A.
Nigger. Nigger. You like that?
Yeah.
You like that, nigger?
Yeah, because we so powerful,
so these are the people you're propping up.
Descendants of American freedmen, right? We so powerful. We could take your insults, right? Flip it, twist it, tear the fiber out that motherfucker, right? And make you want to be one. We took that word and made these white boys want to be us. We made the whole world want to be us, Slim. Come on, Slim. Get out of it. Yo, all that right there, it sound good, but us as descendants of American freedmen, we got one thing we worry about, right? We don't want to see America fall because this is us, right? America, we are the culture in America, believe it or not. All the music genres, everything, right, come from us, right? They systematically attacked us to make sure we are in this position right now, but they fear us, right? So you named it, right? You said they got to get the immigrants first because when they come for us, they lose that fight. It's like they win a lot of battles, but in history shows they always lose the war, right? You think Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, my nigga? Nah, bro. I'm gonna give you some real history real quick, right? They're not gonna tell you about the Dismal Swamp and the people they call Maroons, right? And they're not gonna tell you about the Gullah Geechees in South Carolina, right? And then they're gonna tell you, if you do know, that they are different people, right? Then they're not gonna tell you about the Black Seminoles, right? So they're not gonna tell you that those are the same people. What they're gonna tell you is the entire East Coast, which was America at the time, was a black resistance fighting their white asses. And there were places they couldn't go in America.
Baton Rouge.
Boom. Yeah, we was going in on these motherfuckers. They want you to think it was Martin Luther King, nigga. Nah, bro. We was kicking ass and taking names. And when the Civil War came, and they was like, yo, the North was losing the war, nigga. Right? The North was losing the war. They had to let these same niggas join the army, and that's how America stayed America, right? And then what happened after that? The Reconstruction era. The federal government said, y'all niggas kept the country together. We're going to protect y'all. And then from 1865 to 1877, we had 2,000 people elected to office. We had 16 members of Congress. We had black towns popping up all over the country. We had our own fucking economy. They said, nah, this got to stop. This shit about to become a black nation. So what did they do?
Hell yeah, they started seeing what was happening in Durham, North Carolina, out there in Oklahoma. You see what time it is.
They know what time it is, right? So they said, no, we got
Florida. What was going on in Florida?
We took Florida. We took Florida back, yo. The thing was, they said, okay, we got to switch this up. They said, okay, so they got back with their brothers from the South. They tried to redefine what really happened. They said, okay, we're going to issue shit like the one-drop rule to separate these niggas from their indigenous rights to the land, meaning one-drop rule, right? We got this thing called the 5 civilized tribes, right? There were thousands of indigenous tribes, right? Why were they the 5 civilized tribes? Because they adopted white supremacy, right? That's what really happened, bro. Yeah, and money. And they kicked the niggas out with the one-drop rule.
Ask me how I know, because I did an interview with a Native American, Jay Winter Nightwolf, and he talked about it on the steps of Frederick Douglass' house. I'm the only one who did an interview on the steps of Frederick Douglass' house.
Bam, I saw that interview. Fire, right? Fire, right? So now, right, these same people try to flip the script and try to say we supposed to
hear me. Okay, this is crazy, bro. I will never come back on this podcast if you keep muting me, bro. This is not. You might as well talk into a mirror.
Go.
If you want to sound good and feel good about your opinion, just talk into a mirror. But when you hear someone that disagrees and you don't agree with it, don't mute me, bro. I will never come back. I will never fucking come back.
Speak, man. Say what you guys say.
What are we doing here? You're going on a tangent. Can we stay focused?
I'm focused.
There's
I'm telling
shit
you what's
going on in
up.
DC right now. You're talking about slavery and all school shit,
It all goes back to
Africa
that.
shit.
Yes.
We're
It all
talking
goes
about
back to that.
DC,
Yes.
LA.
It goes back to that. Yes. They
All right,
they're
it
trying
does, but
trying
stay
to get it.
fucking focused.
They're trying
Stay
to. I know.
focused.
We are
Don't confuse
focused.
the audience and don't mute
We are
someone that you
focused.
invited onto your panel, bro.
We are focused.
Don't do
We are
that.
focused.
All right,
Hey, hold
don't
on,
mute
Slam.
me
Hold on.
again.
I
If
want to see
you
what
don't
he's
want me to
talking about in
talk,
the middle. I
I
need
will
to hear
get
what
off
he's
this
talking about
shit,
in the middle. I need
bro.
to hear what he's talking about
Like,
in the
fuck
middle.
that, bro.
Yeah.
We talk
We
about some
are
real
focused.
shit.
We
You're
are.
going
This is
back
real
200
shit.
years, nigga. Like,
This is
we're
real
not talking
shit.
about that shit right
I'm
now.
giving you
We talk
historical
about today.
context.
And what you
Yes.
said, and
Hold on.
I don't
I
want
want
to
to hear the
escape
middle.
it.
I want to hear the
I
middle.
don't
I
want to
want to hear what he
escape
got
it.
to
All
say.
right,
I
talk,
don't
Rick.
want to escape it.
All right, get out
You
your feelings and say what you
justified
gotta say, nigga.
America
Get out
doing
your
this
feelings
shit.
and say what you
You
gotta
said
say.
it is what it is.
Yeah, get out
You
your
said
feelings and
it
say
is
what
what
you
it
gotta say.
is, brother.
All right, we
We the
ready
That's
for
what
only
you
it.
one
Go
that
said
ahead.
to
Go
me.
agrees.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you said it is what it is.
Go
Let
ahead.
me tell you something. Their whole idea, if you watch, read, listened, cared, or focused on Project 2025, rather than just talk shit, you would know that they have a plan and it is in motion. Now, you don't care about the details, but you like to talk. The details are this. Our kids get snatched and locked up. They can't vote ever again. They can't get jobs. They can't go to school. Our parents disappear from the major cities and our elderly are not respected. Latinos are gone. Women are controlled. White men are in charge. You don't see this? You think it's okay. But that's
No, this is what
fine.
this
That's
is what we've
fine.
been
It's
fighting.
okay. Let me finish with this because you're probably gonna mute me because I'm silencing you on this
Man, don't
point.
mute him. Don't mute him. I need to hear
You
this.
I'm not
I
you
need to
muting
might
him,
hear
do
man.
it.
this. I need to
He
hear
might
this. I
mute
need
me
to hear
again.
this.
I'm not
He might
muting,
mute me
man.
again. But I'll say this. I will say this to be clear, and I'll be calm. You have coincided yourself with this Trump administration as if this behavior is normal and it's cool for
It
America
is.
to bully
That's what they do in
and
America,
punish.
bro.
You're wrong.
That's what they do to black
You're
people.
wrong.
Yeah,
You're wrong.
I'm from a people that have been
You
Hold
fighting
on,
this for
Scoop. Hold on,
systematically,
Scoop.
you have
Let him finish, Scoop. Let him finish.
systematically
I want to
accepted
see where he going
your
with this.
fate. You have systematically accepted your fate, Scoot. That is
Let's go.
sad.
Let's
You
go.
host
Holla
this
at me.
platform. You influence other people. And you say that this is just the way it is. You know what? I feel sad for the fact that a person of your caliber has accepted the scenario presented to you. That disappoints me. You're one of the most intellectual people that I know. I've known you for decades. You're my closest friend. But for whatever reason, in this regard, you accept the brutality, the genocide overseas, the bigamy in this country, the racism in this country. You say it just is what it is. Man, that is a disappointing position from a person who should be a leader.
I am a leader. I'm telling you what, I gave you the historical context of it, right? So now I got to answer that because you came at me personally, right? So the reason I gave you this historical context, right, is because I'm trying to let you know the devil we're fighting is not going to change. It's up to us, the descendants of American freedmen, to keep this devil at bay. That's what we've been doing. We've opened up the whole country to everybody, right? Everybody that labels himself a minority, right? And they're at it again. The devil's at it again. Let me break it down to you even deeper. When I say the devil, right? Albert Pike, the founder of the Ku Klux Klan, is a Satanist, right? Those lynchings were human sacrifices. We are literally fighting the devil, right? This is what we do. We get down. No other nation of people on earth has defeated the devil but us. Right? That's a fact, fam. That's a fact, fam. So when
That
I'm
doesn't
telling you,
mean anything. That doesn't mean there's nothing
you not let me
factual about
finish.
what you said. That's a rhetorical statement.
No, it's
We're
not.
talking about what we need
No,
to do right now
I'm
to
telling
fix our
you right now.
situation.
I'm
You
telling
want
you
to talk
right
about
now.
hyperbole and you want to
No, I'm not.
exhort
I'm telling you the
Malcolm X
truth.
statements and shit like that. I'm talking about what's happening right now,
Oh,
bro.
this is fact.
Right
This is fact.
now.
It's all
So
happening
let
right
me break
now.
it down
It's
because you
happening right
invited me to
now.
talk about, you invited me on this channel to talk about what's going on in DC. Let me tell you what's
Yeah.
going on in DC. Okay. They had all of our homeless have been shoveled out of the city to who knows where.
Shitting
The
on people
indignity
businesses.
behind it. They would put signs on their tents and said, if you don't leave, you have to pay a fine. How is a homeless person supposed to pay a fine? How's that possible? Okay. Now, like I told you, at night, they go into Ward 7 and Ward 8. For our audience who aren't aware, in DC, Ward 7 and Ward 8 are our less economically thriving regions. These are the regions with most Black people and brown people. They don't have access to food networks. They are deprived of restaurants. They have low access to jobs. Schools are bad. There are no roads. They're neglected. Rather than spend money on fixing those problems, they prefer to lock them up. They prefer to lock them up. They are, in their way, they look bad when they drive around their limousines in DC. They see these vagrants, quote unquote, and they want them locked up. And the Superior Court judge of DC, Janine, I drink a bottle of wine an hour Shapiro, said that she wants kids locked up as early as 14 years old. And she wasn't talking about white kids. She was not. Okay?
You know the historical context?
I'm not done. I'm not done. Going forward, now, when they're now to our Latino community, when they're taking people in broad daylight, because we don't have enough evidence at night what they're doing to Black people, but I know it's happening. We'll get it. You'll get it. I'll feed it to you. But for the Latinos that they're brutalizing in broad daylight, these people aren't even professional police officers. That's how you take one person. You need a taser, 8 people, knock him to the ground, jump on him, knee on him, punch him several times. That's what you got to do to lock up one person. I'll send your site videos of the brutality. If you co-sign this shit, Josh,
he must ain't seen us in the 90s getting.
He hasn't seen anything.
Like this.
He hasn't seen anything.
This ain't new.
It's just a story to him. Like he's not.
He's talking about you, fam. He's talking about you.
This not new. This not new, man.
It's
something we was dealing with when we was kids.
Like you saying the same old shit.
You can't mute me every time I make a point, bro.
I had to interject.
Okay, that's fine. But my point is this administration is taking advantage of DC because we have no statehood, which is a big issue. If we had statehood, we have a governor, senators, people would block shit like this, but they can do whatever they want to us. Statehood is critical. DC statehood is critical. That being said, the fact that they're actually taking advantage of us, they're using it as a template for the rest of the country. Chicago, Philadelphia, LA, they're going to try.
No,
they're going to try.
That's going to be hard, man. DC is different. DC is feds, though. You can't go like Maryland said. Governor Maryland said, you come try that shit if you want to. See what happens.
You can't. Like, see, the way America is structured, right? No, the way America is structured, we got to answer this because you're saying a lot, right? The way America is structured, my guy, they can't go into just states and do that, right? But they can in a federal city.
What have you seen?
Think about when Trump said all the time, he leaves it up to the state.
Let me be absolutely clear about this. This is a president who has centralized his government. There's no way to say that justice will be level. This is a man who now has the Supreme Court. He has Congress. He has a Senate. He has the media, behind him. So for you to exemplify that a Democratic governor would have some level of advantage over him, it's only temporary.
That's a horror
story.
Point,
at some point, a judge has to decide, right? And he controls that.
That's a horror story, man.
No, but my point is, it's not an illusion. It's going this direction. This government has been centralized. That's the problem. Democracy has died. And we have to be on top of that, especially as Black people. And Scoot, I'm surprised that you see a veil of understanding of what these monsters are doing.
Okay, so now it's my turn. Yeah, I don't got to mute you because now it's my turn, right? So to answer everything you just said, my guy, everything you just said from police brutality to lock them up at 14 and all this. This is stuff has been out way back in the day. This is
It's
stuff they
happening now.
had. I know it's still happening, right? But it's been happening to the
gotta
descendants of
stop.
American freedom.
We're sick
Now
of
it's
it.
got to stop, right? So now
We're
it's
sick.
got to stop. Now you cut me off. This is why you get muted, right? So I'm telling you, right? Now it has to stop. Y'all saying it has to stop because guess what's happening? ICE is involved now, right? And so what happened before ICE? They opened up the borders. They let everybody and their mama over here in this country. They put them in descendant of American freedmen neighborhoods. They gave them benefits that belong to us.
Benefits and money and
descendants of-
everything else. That's some bullshit, Slim.
Yep,
You
yep.
know it. And you know
So-
it.
That's
You can't
right.
go
So
to no
I-
other country and have open borders and let everybody in. You can't do that shit, man.
Your math is wrong. First of all, America
No,
has
we not
way
done.
there. No,
We're not
your
done,
math
bro.
is off.
We're
Let
not
me be
done,
clear
bro.
about this.
We're not
No,
done,
let's
bro.
be clear about this.
Bro, you about to get
Statistically.
muted, man.
First
You're
of
not
all,
done, man.
no,
You're
no,
not
no.
done.
I'll be
You
clear.
gotta
Now,
finish my point, bro.
Let me be clear about
I
this.
gotta counter what he's
Let me
saying.
be clear about this.
All right, I'm gonna let him
Let me
finish.
be
What you
very
saying?
clear about
What you
this.
saying?
There have been two targets when it comes to immigration. It's been the Latinos and the Arabs. There have been plenty of Africans, English, Israelis, Argentinians, Chileans. There are plenty of people that come from other countries here and they benefit and they help us. They help us. Okay?
How? How
This
they
is
help
a
us?
campaign of
How they
demonization.
help us?
Huh?
How they help us? How they help
Well,
us?
Huh?
First of all right, let
How
me
do they
give you
help
one
us?
example. Okay, I'll give you, this is a good anecdote. I like this one. Remember during COVID, we were watching TV. Where were the doctors from?
What are you talking about, man? The people who spread
Where-
that BS?
When you were watching CNN, MSNBC, Fox, who were the doctors?
I'm a mortician. I was knee deep in doing COVID time, doing 100 and something plus bodies a month.
I
So
will
I'm
tell
one of them.
you,
I'm one of them
I
workers
saw-
that was working
Bro.
during COVID.
Bro, I'll be
You was-
real with
yeah.
you. I saw
She was a
so
last
many.
responder.
I saw
Yeah,
mad.
I'm the last responder.
Let me tell you, let me tell you this. I saw mad Indians and mad Asians giving us advice. And I saw a lot of black women giving us advice. These are the same people that they're being ostracized right now.
Okay, so
Think
now let
about
me
that.
jump
If
in.
you just rewind your mind
Yo,
and think about the
this.
people on
Think about
TV that were trying to heal us throughout the COVID
your ears, bro.
pandemic. You saw
All right, man.
black women.
That's propaganda, Slime. Now we're gonna cut that off, bro. That's propaganda, bro. All right, so
I guess he believe in the COVID shots and all that other shit too.
yeah, in the jab.
My
and all
nigga,
that. Yeah,
I was doing 100 something plus bodies a month during COVID time. Never had the COVID shot. I didn't get COVID until I took the COVID shot. Only reason I took the COVID shot because I was going on a cruise and you had to take a shot. Other than that, I was doing 100 some bodies a month, not mask up because I have breathing issues right in here in my sinuses, and never got COVID until I took the COVID shot.
Yeah, right. Because in order to vaccinate you from something, they got to give it to you, right? And that's the thing. They let your body do the work that your body would normally do anyway.
It was
right?
doing it anyway because I was doing the bodies.
Yeah, so they basically gave you the shit so it can speed up your immune system's reaction. That's what a vaccine is, right? So all I'm telling you is, man, like everything you saying has nothing to do with the sentence.
They won't let me speak. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you got vaccinated. Good for you.
It has nothing to do with descendants of American.
No, he did
freedom.
it. He did it because he wanted that. No, you only got vaccinated because you needed to hit the cruise. You didn't do it because it was the safest thing to do. You did it because you wanted to hit the cruise, bro. Don't tell me. Don't talk to me about. Come on, man. You're like, well, I'll do it if I have to be on a cruise, but you won't do it to save your fellow man. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But you want to be on a cruise, it's all good. I gotta get the vaccine now. Oh, I have to get the vaccine now. But when you have to save your fellow man, you're like, fuck that. Okay, whatever, bro.
Yo, save your fellow man.
It's all good, bro.
You're spewing propaganda, right?
I'm not spewing propaganda.
The reason I bring up the historical text, right, and context is because it's relevant to today. Everything you just said ain't nothing new under the sun, King. Everything you just said is the same devil we as descendants of American freedmen have been fighting, right? So what I'm telling you, right, and what you refuse to hear is, right, what you refuse to hear, right, is that for some reason,
hey, Sonny boy, Catonsville is a good school. Shout out to Catonsville.
But for some reason, the descendants of American freedmen, the party they've been loyal to, has decided to attack them, right, with the same people we opened up the country to, right? They let everybody under the sun in the country, right? After they still got animosity because we beat them twice, right? We beat them twice. We kicked their ass twice. Nobody else has done this, bro, right? And so now what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to turn it into a tribal thing over here on our soil, right? So you got with the descendants of American freedmen have fucking laid this country out, made it what it is for everybody. Then you flood our neighborhoods with the same people we helped out to come participate in the American dream, right? And then have them spew all this shit. Oh, they're attacking us. They're saying lock us up at 14. Oh, they're just coming through. Man, it's called, like the shit you talking about at night in DC, everybody knows. It's called Jump Out.
Jump out.
He had this thing called Jump Out, man.
Same thing
would ride through
the
same shit, man. They just coming through, and now it's happening to y'all, and y'all mad, and y'all want us to fight for y'all, right? But when they let y'all over here to get all the benefits from us, y'all was talking about y'all better than us. It's like, and I ain't saying you, I'm saying the people they would bring over, they would
You
come
make
over
absolutely
here.
no sense.
They would
When do
come
we ask
over
you for
here.
help?
They would come over here.
When,
They would come over here and adopt the philosophy of white supremacy. When did you ask for help? Just the fact that you came to this motherfucker, right, and received all these benefits is because American freedmen fought, bled, died, and kicked ass, right? We kicked ass, right? And now they're flipping it, and now these motherfuckers gonna come over here, right? And then like, bro, you niggas is lazy. You niggas don't want to work, right? You niggas don't know nothing, right? You niggas is ignorant. You niggas are divisive, right? All this shit, right? But we the same motherfuckers that fought for y'all asses. We the same motherfuckers that kicked the doors open to this motherfucker, and they turned around and use it to bite us in the back, bruh. So you telling us about shit we already been through. We warned y'all about this devil, man. We warned y'all about this devil, man. Real talk, man. Hold on. Time out. Salute to the super chat, Tyrese. Man, oh, let's see, yo, Tyrese said, Kareem, who you got? Tank over Jake and the Jake. Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. Let's talk boxing real quick.
I haven't focused on that yet. I haven't focused on that fight yet. I'm focused on this fight right here. Listen, I don't know when you're going to meet me again. I don't know when you're...
You got to answer the super chat. That's the rules of the game. That's the YouTube rules. You get the super chat, you got to speak on it. Yeah, I got Tank. I got Tank with body shots.
Tank, can we get back on business?
This is business. It's casual boxing talk, man.
Okay, I got Tank. I got Tank, but that doesn't divert me from our conversation. You're talking a lot of shit. I promise you. Nah, Scoot.
Real shit.
You say a lot of emotional shit, but you're not factual about anything. First of all, let me be clear.
Time out. Everything I said can be backed up by history. Everything's documented.
Anything he said, you can go definitely check.
Yeah, you can go check it out. Everything I said can be researched.
Gemini, Google.
It can all be researched and fact checked. Now, go ahead.
All right, I'm not. All right. Honestly, this is so frustrating that after this point, I'm probably gonna bounce. But I really feel like you can't cut me off every time I make a point that you don't like. That's not the way this format should work. But let me be clear.
No, I cut you off when you talk.
DC, you made a point about where DC's crying about our situation. We need help. To who?
We're talking about DC. I said descendants of American freedmen.
Okay. So you like to go on these tangents.
What does ICE have to do with us?
Okay. For now. You like to go on these tangents that are like Malcolm X.
You gotta explain.
What you mean for now?
Explain that.
ICE ain't got nothing to do. I'm a native to America.
Yeah, my bloodlines go back to the indigenous roots of America, bro. I got burial grounds out this.
I have no fear of no fucking ICE. Fuck ICE.
I'll be very clear. This is an administration that does not give a fuck about the law. So whatever freedoms you think you have today, be careful with your comfort. Let me be clear about that. And I'll leave you with that statement. I'll go. All right.
Why you leaving? It's too hot in the kitchen. It's too hot in the
kitchen.
kitchen.
Nah, man. I mean, I'm gonna leave you with that.
This is good. Be careful. TV, man.
Y'all niggas think you're protected because you were born here. Okay. This is an administration who has been very clear. They don't give a fuck about the law. So if y'all feel comfortable, y'all live your life. That's fine. But to your audience, watch yourselves. Be careful and look out for your fellow man. All right? I'm going to leave it at that.
We as the citizens of American freedmen, that's what we do. It was us.
Shit.
It was us though. When Ethiopia was
We the
fighting
ones
the
that-
Italians,
We're not
And
talking
my
about
brother's
Ethiopia,
keeper, we
bro.
helping everybody.
We're
And
not talking
my
about
brother's keeper,
Ethiopia,
we helping
bro.
every
We're
goddamn
talking about
body, man.
DC right now.
that's what we do.
We're talking about America right now. You want to go back and dig in the crates like you're Malcolm X. You sound nice, but it doesn't make sense. We're talking about today.
You mad 'cause you
What are
can't
we doing
disprove
today?
shit. You can't
All right,
disprove
whatever,
shit. You
whatever.
in your
I mean,
feelings, nigga.
this
You in
is
your feelings,
your.
nigga.
I'm not no feelings,
niggas
no
are in
feelings,
your
bro.
feelings. You niggas are in your feelings. Yo, get
Bro,
us in
no
your feelings,
feelings.
nigga.
I like
Yo,
facts. You know, you like to say shit that sounds good. You can go out in public
Hey, you
and
can
say
definitely
nigga
fact
shit.
check anything anybody
fact
say.
And on
Can
top, and I don't
definitely
even
be
know your
fact checked.
what. I don't even know your
Kareem,
name, bro.
the
I don't
beauty
even know
of
your name.
Taylor is that it can be
Zeb.
educated.
All right, Zaya.
The beauty of
Zaya,
Taylor
let me
is that
tell you
it can be
something. Like,
educated.
Short
school
for
not go back.
Zebulon, which means we'll
School
honor
not
God.
school not go back. We grew up in DC together. All right. He went to LA and he got a facelift. Now he's a different person. He doesn't
Same
seem
nigga,
to
bro.
understand
Same
that the
nigga from the South,
correlation of
bro.
events
I just don't
has
agree with you.
related to these issues that are developed in this city without having statehood. He wants to avoid the non-statehood issue. As a matter of fact, he's bragged about the fact in this very same interview that it's never going to happen. Well, the people want it to happen, and I'm one of them, and we're going to fight for it. Scoot. We're going to get statehood in DC. Come hell or
Not
high
gonna
water.
happen. It'll never happen. You
We're fighting for it. We're going to fight for it. We need it.
DC's a federal
We
city.
need it because your black people in the city you grew up in are under assault, and I wish you had more compassion. It's sad. I guess in
been
LA, the
under
sun is
assault the
good,
whole
the
time.
weather's good, you got beach, you're good. I get it. Enjoy your time in California.
At the same time, bro.
Enjoy the beach.
Hey, I will
Enjoy
say
the
this though.
beautiful
I will
weather.
say this for my
Okay,
homie in the
that's
middle.
cool.
I will say,
That's
hey,
cool, brother.
hold up. You right on something though. I will say this. I do not like all these roadblocks they be having through the city, man. It
It's
don't make no sense.
wild, bro.
That shit
It's wild.
is
They're
wild,
snatching
Slim.
niggas
I
up
ain't
for
gonna
no
lie to you.
reason.
That part I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's
man.
how
That
they
shit
get the
is
niggas,
wild.
though. That's how they get the niggas. The Latinos, they can get them in public. But in cars, if their papers are wrong, if you're on your porch smoking a J, which is legal.
Any smells, they
Anything.
locking you up. That's the only thing I don't
So
like.
this
So I ain't
idea
gonna lie
that
on
we're
that. I
safe,
ain't gonna lie on that.
you say, Scoot, we're safe. You're lying to yourself, brother. And
Bro.
everyone in this audience, don't listen to him. He's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. Watch your back and look out for your fellow man.
Yo, but that's what we as descendants of American freedmen always do. That's the thing. We look out for everybody. We
Yeah,
give
but
y'all,
you brush it
help y'all with the
aside.
culture. We fight for y'all.
You
When the
know,
shit is
your
trash,
casual
there
response
is no movement.
no,
There is
Scoop,
no
your
movement.
casual
Time out.
response is dangerous.
All right, time
Your
out.
casual response is dangerous.
Hey, bro, I
For
don't want
you
to
to
mute you, man. I
acknowledge that
gotta
it's
answer
just
this,
what
though,
it
man.
is dangerous.
I've
Our
got
black
to answer
people,
this,
our black people need to be alerted. We're being targeted right now. Look out.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Look out.
We've always been targeted.
Look
It's
out.
nothing new under the sun.
That's the
We've
message you should be
always been
sending
targeted.
on your platform. That's what you should be telling your audience.
We've always been targeted. My audience know this. The reason the borders got opened
Now
up is
he's
because
got everything behind him to do it.
They were targeting. Time out, bro. I got to meet you on this. The reason the borders got opened up is because they were targeting descendants of American freedmen. The reason that everything. Who do you think the target is, bro? The target is us. It's not y'all. It's
That
y'all
should
now.
be the message. That's what we should be talking about. Not this blasé, it is what it is, and they won't hit us. It's just them. You're crazy.
No,
it's going to get worse. Because ultimately, they want it to be white nationalism. They want it to be all white. That's the goal. So we're on the radar. They're just dealing with this problem first. You're giving the wrong message to your audience, bro.
No,
the wrong message to your audience, bro.
I guess this is something they've never wavered off of that. I mean, I'm confused on that because they've always wanted that.
Scoot's talking about it is what it is. Just get used to it.
No,
Fuck
that
that,
ain't what
bro.
I said at all.
Fuck that, bro.
That's not what I said. That's what you heard, right? What I said was we fight the devil. That's what we do. If they use immigration to weaken our communities and deprive us of resources, right? The same party that we back blindly, I might add, right?
Fake ass Democratic Party, that fake ass Democratic Party.
Yep. That are still
they on that bullshit.
That are still very much anti-American freedmen, right? very much anti-American
Fuck the
freedmen.
Democrats.
Yeah, real talk. They're anti-American freedmen. They're trying to use everybody else to come and take us now because they can't do it. So what does a coward do, right? A coward will get somebody else to do something he can't do, right? Everything you're talking about, they've been doing to us. It doesn't stop us. We actually defeated these dudes. These evil devil worshiping, because they literally worship the devil, right? We've defeated them twice already. And there's no movement in America that has not been like strong or successful without the assistance of foundational Black Americans, right? Or
That
American
part,
freedom.
that part.
That's right. You talking about the rainbow flag movement? They jumped on that whole BLM thing. They had to get us to do that, right? Immigration, they had to get us to do that, right? They need us to champion for everything because we are the fighters. But the thing is, y'all want us to fight to keep y'all position in front of the line ahead of us. Yeah,
Here's a fact. Here's a fact. $1 billion
I'll be back.
was restrained from the DC government this cycle by the federal government, by the Trump administration. Money that could have gone towards law enforcement, education, public goods, and health. They took it away because of the systematic and very bigoted attack on liberal cities. Our mayor, Muriel Bowser, has been embarrassed basically every single day. She can't do anything about our position. The first thing he did when he came back into office in his second term, he ripped Black Lives Matter Plaza away just to let her know that he's in charge now. Then he tried to, I'm not done. Then I'm not done. I'm not done. And then
how do you feel about that? I want to know how you feel about
then
that.
I'll get to that, but let me finish.
Because that had nothing to do with Black people.
And then he asked
that was
to
a rainbow
replace
flag,
our chief of police through our Justice Department. He was going to get our DOJ head to be the chief of police, essentially. This is tyranny, bro.
That's the federal.
There's like no other way to look at it. And I don't know where your lines of justification. You seem to justify some of it. I guess there's some logic to it for you. But I'm going to be very clear. Black people are not in favor of this administration. Everyone watching, don't listen to him. Listen to me. They're not supporting you.
You got to keep.
They want your demise. They want Black people to fail, and they want this to be a white nationalist country.
And what happens when they try that?
Don't listen to the host. He's ill-informed and he's egotistical. This is not about him. It's about you. If you're a Black American, look out for your fellow man and make sure that you honor the laws of immigration and that you support your community. That is my message.
Now, I have one question for you. And this is right here. I'm asking everybody, right, who is not a descendant of Black American freedmen, right? Indigenous American freedmen, what's your stance on reparations?
We deserve it. We deserve. Black people deserve reparations.
I think that's the
Japanese people got reparations. Chinese people got reparations. Hell, Cubans got reparations. Yeah, we deserve reparations. But the way they look at it, these very same people, these are the people you're defending. These are the people you're defending.
It's a two-part question, right? It's a two-part question, right? Because what it looks like is happening, right, is us as descendants of American freedmen are making great progress in this, right? We're actually about to win this fight, and we feel like we're about to be undermined, right? And people think we should.
Where do you see the finish line?
We feel like we're about to be undermined because the people that we have already helped are being used to undermine us, right? And there's a real fear of that, right? So
there's bigotry in your voice when you say that.
Who do you feel?
There's bigotry in your voice when you say that, Scoop. There's bigotry in your voice. They're not taking your job. They're not coming for you. They're not coming after your women, your kids. What are you talking about? That is such a talking point, bro. Why would you say that as a Black man, bro?
Reparations to. Right, real talk, directly. Should they pay it to all Black people throughout the world, or should they pay it to descendants of American freedmen?
Descendants of American freedom. I would not be capable of getting reparations. I'm okay with that.
My guy. Now we're on the same page.
Okay, but I still think you say you fringe on bigotry when you talk about Latinos. You have to be careful with your language.
I got mad
Now,
Latino homies.
you
They
said there are
feel the
people that
same
are
way
coming
I
here
do about the
that
border
you're
shit.
using the same language white people use.
Now, time out.
You're not from here.
Yes, what the fuck you mean I'm not from here? My bloodlines are indigenous, bro. I got a family burial ground that goes back hundreds of years, bro. I'm like Okanichi. I'm African, right? They're like I'm Okanichi and African, bro. That's who I am. I have indigenous blood. I'm directly tied to the land, fam. What are you talking about? I'm not from here. I am America, Slim. I am America. I am the conscience of America. So you know how you got good and evil, right? The descendants of the American freedmen are the soul of the country, bro. We are what keeps the country like from going completely demonic. If it wasn't for us, this would be a devil's nation, bro. Come on, Slim. I ain't from here. My blood ties are here, bro. Come on, man.
The truth, the unfiltered truth is, I respect you for your heritage, but most black people aren't from here. This isn't our country.
Cap. I'm calling cap. Most black people are directly tied to the land.
No, they're not. We were
and that's what
over
they teach
here.
y'all.
This is not our country, bro.
Yes,
and you're starting to sound like a white man who's possessed this country and says it's mine now.
Yes.
That's wild, bro.
We
How
are
the fuck do you think like that? You can't as a black person, bro.
We are the moral
You don't have
fiber
any
of
sensitivity
this
towards
nation.
immigrants
Without
as a black person?
Without American freedmen, this would be a straight devil's nation. We are the moral fiber of the nation. Everything good
so there should only be two.
America
so only black and white. That's it.
Everything that good that came out of America came from the struggle and the blood of American freedmen. Facts.
Your mindset, you know what you are? You're like your Nation of Islam 1945, bro.
Facts, bro. I don't
your
care what
your Nation of Islam 1945, bro.
None of that shit, Slim.
Your Nation of Islam 1945, bro.
Real
we
talk.
Beyond that. That mentality is far gone. Your Nation of Islam.
Out. Yo, look at the chat.
Your Nation of Islam, bro.
Can you see the chat?
1945, brother.
Can you see the chat? You got everybody shouting out their indigenous heritage, right? That's what's happening right now in the chat, Slim. Because you're like ignorant. The beauty of ignorance is it can be educated, bro. And like I'm trying to educate you. I'm really trying to educate you because you're ignorant on the history and the relevance of the American freedmen in this nation. You're very ignorant to it, but it's not your fault, right? The white boys want y'all. They try to get y'all blind to that. They want y'all blind to that fact.
I'm surprised you. You're probably going to mute me, but I'll be clear.
I'm not going to mute you, right?
Okay. About this very subject.
I got to answer one more thing because I have tons of Latino homies, like real homies, to the mud. Like we'll back each other up, right?
I've known you for a while. You don't have to defend that. I'm not calling you racist, but your comments can be bigoted at times.
No, so what I'm telling you, right? They feel the same way I do. They actually respect what I'm saying because they know that's just the truth, right? They respect, like, so the thing I like about the Latino culture, they don't fuck with pussies, right? They don't fuck with people who just going along to get along. It's like, yo, Latino culture, if you a man, you stand on your shit, right? And they respect the fact that I stand on my shit, right? And the fact I'm speaking actual shit that's historically documented. Like, I ain't told you nothing that's a made-up belief, bro. Everything I told you been straight facts. You can look it up. It's real as fuck, right?
Hey, Scoot, I'm not going to deny.
And they feel the same way I do about immigration. Right? They feel the same way I do about immigration.
I'm not going to deny your heritage, but let's be clear. Let's be clear. When colonizers came to this part of the country, there were Native Americans here. There weren't any black people here. There were no black people in America when the colonizers came, when Spain came, Portugal came. England came. There were no black people here. They were shipped over. Now, I understand. Let me finish my point. You spoke for a minute.
No, you don't have a point, right? Because I got to answer this, bro. So you said there were no black people here. Read the Columbus diaries, right? He said he saw Negroes. Right? Read every explorer that came over here. They saw Negroes, right? So, and this is what the myth is, right? The natives you see right now have been whitewashed. They've been whitewashed. That's why I have to keep everything in historical context, right? And the skin tones and the colors of the native people, the indigenous people, range from very dark to light, right? So hence the one drop rule, right? Hence the Dawes roll, hence the $5 Indian, and hence the 5 civilized tribes, right? They had to whitewash the mind first, then they had to whitewash the people next, right? So you're ignorant on that fact, right? And I'm here to educate you, my brother. I'm here to educate you, my brother.
You're not educating me on shit. I'm gonna tell you this on business, bro. This is how we do it. A podcast goes, you make your point, I make my point, and we go back and forth. But if you want to carry this discourse as you're in charge of the information and it's just what you say matters, this isn't a relevant conversation for our people. We're trying to let people know that there's some tyranny occurring in this country right now. That was the purpose of me showing up. If you're telling me it's all good, then carry on with your boy, your other homie, and then you guys can keep talking about bullshit. But I'm here to talk about some real shit.
No, this is real shit.
And then for your fans, and your people, DC is under assault. DC is under assault. Black people are under assault. This regime is racist. It's bigoted, and they're coming for you. Look out for your children. Make sure they're protected, and don't fuck with anything. Don't commit any crimes. They'll find a way to lock you up as long as possible. So be on the straight and narrow. Pay attention to the news. Watch your back and protect your children. I'll be looking out for you as well. That's my message.
Yo, and I like that message, man. But the honest fact is, bro, like everything you're saying is stuff that we, as descendants of American freedmen, have been fighting from day one. Our Jamaican brethren, right, and a few African soldiers been here with us. Like, the thing is...
You think they're not snatching Haitians?
Yo, so I'm telling you...
You don't think they're snatching Haitians, bro?
Of course
they are. What about the West Africans that are in this country? They're scared. They're scared to death.
You know why this is? You know why this is? Because they don't want y'all to unite with the only people who have defeated them.
Oh, it's y'all now. You're not part of us?
No, we're in the same.
I was just trying to make sure we're on the same side. Because the way you be talking, supporting this administration's brutal behavior with our citizens, illegal or not, I'm surprised. Now it's more revelatory that you say y'all and you keep muting.
Time out. So you're trying to tell me the Biden administration was like pro-black? That was the most anti-black administration in years, bro. Joe Biden was literally a member of the Ku Klux Klan, Slim. Joe Biden he gave a eulogy at a funeral for the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Joe Biden authored the drug laws that locked up entire generations of black people, bro. And you telling us that this motherfucker's the good guy? You're telling us he's the good guy and Trump's the bad guy? Come on.
On business? First of all, are we staying on business? I never mentioned Biden. Anytime I make a point, you go to the past. Anytime I make a point, we're going to slavery. We go to Jim Crow. We go to Biden. All the time. Can we stay on business?
Why
stay on business, bro?
I am on business. Why am I
Okay, so why are you always got to go back in the day? And then why are you accusing me of hypothetically thinking a way that you don't agree with? Do you think like this? Are you like that? What kind of talk is this? We're adults, bro. I'm talking about the situation right now. Do you want to focus on it? Or do you want to go about... We can talk about Jim Crow. You want to talk about Jim Crow? Let's talk about Jim Crow. Your fans want to hear about Jim Crow.
No, bro. You have to understand why I'm going to the past, right? Because I don't think you're understanding me, right? The only reason I'm going to the past is to give you the historical relevance that we, as descendants of American freedmen, have been fighting the devil this whole time. And we are still under assault. Yes. The fact that, okay, so the only thing that's changed is that now they're targeting the immigrants, right? But they've been targeting the American freedmen from day one since the 1600s, right? Since they landed in this motherfucker, right? And we're the only people that have defeated them, right? And for right now, people are seeming to forget that, right? And the fact that now ICE is involved and it's taking other people and they're targeting people who are not descendants of American freedmen, it's a major problem, right? But when they're targeting us with drug laws, right? With jump outs, with clean sweeps and all this shit, right? It's just niggas being niggas, right? But now they're going after other people other than niggas, and guess what happens? What always happen? Niggas, please come help us. Please come help us. We need y'all help in this. That's how it is, bro. And that's how it really is, bro. And I'm speaking from the real descendant of American freedmen perspective, right? We ones who kick the bully's ass, right? And y'all be cool. Y'all be on the bully's side when he's fighting with us, right? But when the bully turn on y'all, y'all try to run behind us because we the only ones with the balls and the skills to battle this motherfucker. We the only ones that kicked his ass in the schoolyard, right? Everybody else, y'all fall in line, y'all be on his side until he turn on y'all. And when he turn on y'all, y'all come to us for help, bro. That's right. And that's historically relevant. And that's happening today. And now the same people, right? The same people that jumped out there, right, and was attacking us and issuing drug laws and flooding our neighborhoods with people who not from this country and giving them benefits that belong to us. Now they turning on y'all, and y'all saying y'all cowards because y'all don't help us. No, nigga, that's not the case. So I have to give you the historical aspect because apparently you don't understand.
Am I still muted?
No.
I'm good. I'm back. Okay, thank you.
Right.
Okay, your podcast is like a tyranny. The fuck?
Hey, I'm gonna give
Kim
you and Zeb. I'm gonna
Jong-un.
give you and Zeb
You're like Kim
Multimedia the mic
Jong-un up
right
in this
now. Hold
bitch,
on,
bro.
y'all got the mic.
All right,
Y'all got the
for
mic.
those Black Americans watching this podcast that aren't indigenously Indian, for those who came here as second generation or maybe even first generation, look out for your fellow man. Watch your back. Make sure that you record and document because a lot of the stories that we're seeing that are coming out are coming from civilians. The media won't do it. They've already been conditioned and controlled. The Supreme Court, compromised. Congress, compromised. Senate, compromised. You might have a local government system that's closer to Democrat. That might help in the immediate, but you need to support them. That's how you start. Spread the message, support your local government, and look out for your fellow man. That's the way I feel about the situation, brother.
You telling the people to support the Democrats?
No, look out for your fellow man.
Oh, okay.
You have legislatures in your state, whether it's Republican or Democrat, that will support your rights. Let me give you an example. Nebraska. They're going bankrupt. These are people that voted for Trump wholeheartedly, and the farming system collapsed with his tariffs. Their local government system isn't helping them. They support Trump. They are willing to go through this bankruptcy until it gets fixed while the people suffer. That's brainwash.
Let me ask you this, man. What's your solution for DC then?
Statehood, 100%. DC needs statehood, 100%. I've always felt that way. Like Scoop walked away saying this is never going to happen. Well, the people don't feel that way. It must happen. Why is it not happening? I'll explain. Well, A, federal control. B, having a governor and 2 senators out of DC fuck shit up for the Republicans. That's the only reason why they don't want it to happen. But as far as the people are concerned, we have no accurate representation, bro. Ballot initiatives can come in and out of this city and fuck us up. Politicians can withhold our budget like they did, $1 billion that they withheld.
I'm gonna say this, man. DC ain't the same DC that I grew up under. When I grew up in DC, it was Chocolate City, black owned everything, even down to black squirrels. No lie, literally black squirrels in DC. So what we seeing now in 2025 is Mocha Kappa DC. It ain't Chocolate City no more. You even start to see certain groups post up like gangs with their flags all over certain parts of the city. Am I right or am I wrong on that?
No, I think the pushback from our community comes from the fact that gays have had an excessive amount of rights given to them in a very short period of time. They've seen younger white people move into our neighborhoods. This is true. But I will say...
Right. We are becoming, probably next 20 years, the minority in DC. They pushing us out because it's not affordable housing in DC. As it is. I'm on the other side. I'm on the Maryland side, but I'm at the line, but I'm on the other side because it's cheaper.
I push back because I live in DC. Okay. So Scoot lived in DC comfortably for years. He just wanted to change the scenery. It's not impossible for Black people to stay in
I'm
DC.
in DC every day, though. I'm in DC
Okay,
every day.
but the problem is that our government isn't strong enough to support our Black citizens. We don't give subsidies. Because we are federally funded, and the Congress, they look at us as a statistic. They don't look at it as Black people, white people, whatever. They don't care about the history and the fabric of the city, bro. But if you had someone that was born here and was governing our city and had legal property over our finances and our territory, you would see a different level of development in this city. You'd see more Black businessmen, Black businesswomen. I guarantee you that. But because of the way it's structured now, it's open for a cultural diversity rather than intact.
When did that happen, though?
It started with Anthony Williams.
No.
Yes.
It started with Marion Barry, bro.
No, Marion Barry begged big businesses to come to DC. They refused.
No, Marion Barry. Time out. Marion Barry was the one who made sure Black businesses.
I didn't finish the point. I didn't finish the sentence. Marion Barry asked for big box businesses. I was part of Marion Barry's summer youth program. Marion Barry tried to get big box restaurants to come to DC.
DC had an extraordinary number of Black millionaires who
Marion Barry tried to bring in big box restaurants into the city and big businesses in the city at the time. Remember, gentlemen, this was the 90s. This was the 90s. They said the reason why the people said no was because A, the violence, and B, they said there was no cultural diversity. So he couldn't get it done. I'll tell you, if you fast forward, it was Anthony Williams that actually brought DC into like mainstream shit.
I gotta give
okay, time out. Right? Now, when it came to Anthony Williams, he brought the businesses back to downtown and revitalized that.
Yes.
But when it came to
he made it efficient, and we built off of that.
Making Black people with money, it was Mayor Barry.
No, he was
made sure blacks got the contract.
He was working.
Mayor Barry made sure youth had some jobs in the summer, so we wouldn't be out there running around shooting and stuff, man.
For our audience,
Mayor Barry was the best mayor for the city.
For our audience, Marion Barry was the greatest mayor in DC history. He had a lot of personal issues that people will attack, but the timing of his mayoralship was vulnerable because DC had not fully been developed yet. So he was trying to bring in programs to help boost the city. He wasn't going to be long tenured enough to see the finalization of these programs, but he set it up. That is true. However, other mayors have taken these policies and turned them more commercial, and DC has become more commercial as a result.
It's time for me to interject, my brother. All right, so I'm gonna tell you right now, where you wrong culturally is kind of like Marion Barry came in and he looked out for Black people strong.
He did. When did I not say that?
So much so that they had to shut him down, right? So much so that they did an illegal joint where they fucking recorded him, coerced him to try to smoke a rock on camera, right? They weren't supposed to do that. That's ill fucking legal. That's not time. No. I'm gonna finish my point. No, the reason they did that is because all of the contracts were going to descendants of American freedmen. All the big city contracts were going to graduates of Howard University, right? They were going to descendants of American freedmen. It was money all day for Black people in DC. It was Chocolate City, right? When what you're talking about is a government sabotage, right? First of all, Marion Barry was the mayor during the time the CIA put crack cocaine in all the Black communities to try to disenfranchise them. So he survived that attack. He was still giving contracts to Black people. These white boys in the Congress, they were like, fuck these niggas, right? We're going to use the FBI to set him up, right?
That is very true. Very true.
This is the real Marion Barry story.
Facts.
Real talk. This is the real Marion Barry story. You might not know it, right? So I'm educating you, brother, because ignorance can be educated. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of open dialogue, right? So because Marion Barry was so pro-Black and he made so many Black millionaires in a Black city that has Black squirrels, right? We had a Black Mickey Mouse. You even had niggas from the hood opening up businesses. Madness. We are one. Shooters, right? Everybody was getting in on a piece of the American dream, right? They had to shut that down. And you're bringing in Anthony Williams, right? Anthony Williams
Remember
came
corner stores?
after,
We had corner stores that was not owned by the Chinese.
yes,
We had by us. But all that.
It was neighborhood love. It was black, right? The crack epidemic is what caused that murder rate, right? That was put in by the government as a direct attack on descendants of American freedmen. Like I told you, everything you said the immigrants are going through, we already been through. This is what they did to us, right? And we still stood strong. We stood so strong. They said we gotta just bring in the FBI. They brought in the FBI. They shut down Marbury. He went to federal court. The jury said not guilty. The judge said, fuck y'all niggas. He's going to jail, right? He came home. They said he'll never be elected again. We elected him again. They stripped all his power from him, right? Then, boom, what happened? Sharon Pratt Kelly, she came in to play ball. She was messing up. She even got the Redskins out of the city, right? And then what happened? Anthony Williams came in and they said, okay, he's a good nigga. Anthony Williams is a good nigga. And Anthony Williams is with the agenda, right? To whitewash the black power structure in the city, right? Because like you just said yourself, there's not enough cultural diversity, right? Why do you think they opened up the borders and flooded our neighborhoods with people, right? And it ain't the people. We ain't mad at the people. The government did that shit. The people are just looking for an opportunity because outside of America, most of the world is a shithole, right? You got people up here like for real talk. One dude got the toilet on the block and he the man, right? It's bad, right? Outside of America, it's real talk. And that's because of who? It's because of the foundational black Americans, descendant of American freedmen. We built the motherfucker. It's our country. We fought for it. We died for it. We make sure they're morally correct, right?
They ain't going no motherfucking where.
Real talk. And we make sure the devil stays on a moral code. They can't go all the way evil as long as we're here. They have to get us out of here, right? They're going to use intelligent brothers like yourself, right? Who first generation American against us, even though you in your heart, you're not. You're not, right? But if you're with that blue party who's pretending to be with us, but are totally against us, real talk, bruh. Real talk. Now you got the mic, fam. Go ahead, bruh. Say what you got to say.
All right, I am never fucking coming back on this show if this is the way it operates. I'll be clear with you. If I can't speak my piece, and every time you disagree, you have the power to just silence me. This is not a forum for discussion.
It's not silence.
But I'll finish my point. But let me finish my point. I'll be very clear about this. I was asked to come on this program to discuss the occupancy of DC. Instead, we're getting caught up in this cobweb of past discussions. Who knows Sharon Pratt Kelly? Who knows Anthony Williams? Who the fuck gives a fuck about that right now? We're talking about today.
Your history, you shall repeat it. Remember that.
Yeah, and it's all relevant to what's happening today.
Y'all are tripping. You're not staying focused. Both of you are tripping. Both of you are not staying focused. No, you're not. You're focused on getting views. You're focused on getting clips, but you're not talking about the issue. I was coming here to talk about DC occupancy. Instead, it derailed. So my final point is, DC deserves statehood. They're coming into our neighborhoods at night and they're taking our children and they're abusing our women. They're taking away our homeless to places that we don't even know where. And the broad daylight, they're attacking Latinos. They're shutting down small businesses by freezing the fact that people don't want to come out no more. We're losing money just by the fact that the military is involved. The military's in this city and they're not doing anything. They're getting paid to just hang out in a beautiful city. Okay? While ICE, mercenaries that were released from prison, January 6ers, Proud Boys, now cosplaying as federal officials, are coming in with murderous and physical dissent on our population. That is fucked up, and it needs to stop. And I'm not going to spend any more time on this podcast talking about Sharon Pratt Kelly or Anthony fucking Williams. I'm talking about
you brought Anthony Williams up. You brought it up. You brought Anthony Williams up,
bro.
You brought it up.
Yo, salute to Tyrese, man. Yo,
nigga can't bring it up. Don't be mad because we real native motherfucking Washingtonians.
Yeah, yo,
nigga, I know my motherfucking history.
You got to
Can't tell
admit
me
though.
shit about fucking DC. I was part of Mary Berry's summer youth program. Make sure kids stay the fuck out of jail and shit in the summertime, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Marion Barry was battling a government that put crack cocaine in black communities to
They
do
ain't like
just
the
what
fact
it did,
that
man.
black man was making black millionaires with construction companies and shit. Man, I ain't trying to hear that motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that part. They don't want to hear that part. Yo, but that's good though. Like, I love the fact that brother pulled up. That was a fire segment of the show, man.
Fire,
yeah,
man.
segment.
Got
Yo,
to educate
Kareem,
these mugs, man.
back,
When it
bro.
come to DC, man, got to educate them, man.
Yo, salute to Tyrese. Kareem,
I'm a real
so
native
man,
Washingtonian sitting right here, man.
Bro. Yeah, real talk, man. I gotta read the super chat. Kareem so mad you can fry an egg on top of his head, bro. Yeah, that nigga, he left, bro. He got heated. I don't think he understands.
Truth hurt.
Bro. But that was good though. That was a nice segment, man. Moving on.
You can't tell me nothing about DC. Born and raised.
I mean, you got something you want to add to it? You got something because I'm moving on.
No, I just had to keep it 100 about Mary Berry, my nigga. And talking about some Anthony Williams, nigga. It was Mary Berry. Yeah, Anthony Williams did that for the white folks. He did. Yes, he brought the white businesses into downtown and revitalized it. But when it came to black business, Mary Berry all day.
Yeah. That was Kareem, you listening, man? You welcome back anytime.
Man, salute anytime. Don't be mad,
that shit was fire, bro. That shit was fire.
Don't be mad about the mute, because that way we don't talk over each other, man. That's why he muted you, man.
Exactly. Yo, and for real, you was acting like it was your show and you wanted to hog the mic. We had to mute your ass, bro.
Talking all slow at times. I was like, what the fuck you going so slow? This ain't a motherfucking bedtime reading documentary.
Boom. Yo, salute to the Sosco Factory. Scooter, you are the ghostwriter of this shit, man.
Yeah, let's hey man, let's get back on this boot situation, man. I'm hearing YouTube channels as we speak when I jumped off saying Boots ain't standing on code and shit. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Life is good. You wild, man. You wild. Now let's talk about Tank, man. Tank versus Jake Paul, baby.
Okay, yeah, we can do that too. I don't even care.
The big fight, man. Because yo, what I'm talking about right now with Tank, right? It's obviously right. People on Tank, they all on Tank neck, right? But they don't realize Tank was forced into this situation. Remember what I was telling you, bro? Tank was forced into this situation, bro. We was talking about Floyd as like a Scooby-Doo villain, bro. Tank thought he was talking to Al and was never talking to Al. That's a fact. They blocked Tank out of money fights for 2 straight years, bro. 2 straight years. And now he about to get the Jake Paul bag.
Hey, remember what I told you? Remember what I told you? You said we was talking about Tank and Manny, right? I said, shit, Floyd gonna battle him for that.
Yeah.
Look like Floyd won on that battle, so he had to pivot and go back to Jake Paul.
Floyd been winning from day one with Tank, bro.
Hell yeah.
Floyd shelved him for smashing his daughter, right? Floyd tried to end his career. Floyd tried to throw him in there with Lomachenko and realized that was crazy. Then he said, okay, he tried to throw him in Lomachenko before it was time. He didn't want to throw him in with Lomachenko when it was time because he kept Tank out of a lot of legacy fights. He the one that kept Tank out of the Gary Russell fight. He the one that kept Tank out of the Tevin Farmer fight. They decided to pull up Leo Santa Cruz as opposed to Gary Russell, right? They were both champions, both on the
Time
PBC.
out. I want you to explain this for the people, right? Man, he had a 7-fight deal. He claimed to call out all these names. Yep, Shakur Singh. Yep. So what happened?
Did he negotiate that 7-fight deal? Or did somebody come to him and say, we got a 7-fight deal for you?
Somebody came to him.
That's right. And they said, but you got to fight for it. To see if he's scared, he said, bring it. I want everybody. You going to pay me more than y'all paid Floyd? Let's get it, right? And then none of that happened. Tank wasn't in control of that.
Explain why. Because the pieces started getting pulled off the board. By who?
Yeah.
Turkey Al-Sheikh.
And why were they getting pulled off the board?
Start pulling the pieces.
And somebody at the PBC was lowballing these niggas. It's all about money, right? If they would have gave Shakur Stevenson when he deserved to fight Tank, he wouldn't have signed a deal with Turkey. Because Shakur believes he could beat Tank, bruh.
Yeah,
he really believes he could beat Tank.
They lowballed him. They lowballed him.
Yo, salute to Clifton Dennis, man. Real talk. They lowball. The reason Pitbull ain't take the rematch, Pitbull would have definitely took the rematch if they would have paid him what he was deserving, right? They underpaid him the first fight because he was a fill-in. They're going to try to underpay him again. Of course he's going to defend his belt over that. Like, PBC was trying to run the fact that he Tank and you should just want to fight him just because. Who think like that? Floyd Mayweather? Been Floyd Mayweather the whole time. When you're talking to Al Heyman, you're talking to Floyd Mayweather. And when you're talking to Floyd Mayweather, you're talking to Al Heyman. That's a fact, bro.
See, I don't think people understand that, man. They thinking Tank just on that bullshit. But nah, remember the next thing we heard was Tank and Manny. What happened after that? Even Manny said, shit, if Tanking, what was the number he said?
144.
144. What's the number? Next thing you know, what? Shit. Broly talking about, man, I got a legacy fight, baby, coming up with Manny.
Giving Rolly mad legacy fights, bro. He done gave Rolly the Tank fight, got Rolly the Ryan Garcia fight, about to get him the Manny Pacquiao fight. Every belt Rolly got was a result of a robbery, right?
Hey, you know what's funny, right?
What's up?
Rolly had did an interview with Fight Hype, and he said, man, they was asking him about all this opportunity. He said, man, I just do what they tell me to do. That's why I stay blessed. That's exactly what he said. So he following the blueprint of Floyd. Long as he follow that blueprint, he gonna get what he get.
But see, he going to work with a Latino mentality, right? Just pay me for the job, man. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna do anything. That's why people like to hire Latinos over black people. Because we gonna want our rights. You ain't gonna mistreat us. If we working overtime, you gonna pay us for it. We gonna
need my 15-minute break every hour.
I need my break, right? It's all this shit that you can't get away with black people. That's why they're like, you know what? Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas like, y'all want y'all right. Matter of fact, y'all niggas is lazy. It's the opposite of that. It's just we don't like being taken advantage of. That's just what it is. It's real talk. That's all it is, bro.
Especially when you went through years of getting taken advantage of, like, nigga, we ain't going for that.
Yeah, it's in the blood. Like, and we buck back, we fight back. That's what we do. That's why I was telling Kareem, that's why we're the only ones who actually beat the bully on the schoolyard. We beat his ass twice. We're the only ones who did it. Nobody else has done that. Boom, boom.
Hannibal said, we making excuses for Tank.
Tank don't book his own fights, Hannibal. Salute to Hannibal, man. Read what Hannibal saying for me real quick.
When everyone ducks fighters get held accountable. When Tank duck, we blame Floyd, Al, Ellaby, Deion Sanders.
Oh, you wild.
Colonel Sanders.
Oh, you wild, Hannibal. Hannibal, you wild, my guy.
Oh, shit.
But now, keep it real, though. Like, Floyd Mayweather was in charge of Tank's career. And the proof of that is Tank said it. Tank said, man, like, I smashed his daughter. And matter of fact, this weird nigga got a Snapchat. Who the hell gonna grab their daughter's phone, bro? You know what I'm saying? And go through your daughter's phone, bro. Like, don't ever do that, man. Real talk, right? And so he did that. He mad at Tank. But you know what I'm saying? She grown. It ain't like it was a small kid or nothing. She grown, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was just weird energy. You tried to sabotage this man's career. Like, this is the type of shit Floyd on. Then you try to throw him in there, late notice against the world champion, and you underpaid him. You gave him 15 racks to fight Pendraza, right? So, and then to keep in mind, Tank said the reason he mad at Shakur, and the reason Shakur didn't sign with Floyd, because Tank was telling him what Floyd be doing. Real talk, bruh. So, yo, it wasn't Tank, but it was Floyd keeping him out of all those fights. And that's a fact. And I'm telling you right now, when you're talking to Al Heyman, you're talking to Floyd Mayweather. It's real. And that Amazon deal was all
y'all ain't never heard Al talk ever.
That's real, man. That Amazon deal was all cap. Real talk. And matter of fact, let's keep it 100, right? When Tank thought his contract with PBC was up, his next event was a success. Hector Garcia was a huge success, right? And then what did he do? He booked a legacy fight right after that. Floyd didn't book that fight. Floyd did not make that Ryan Garcia fight happen, Slim.
But he made sure he was in on that.
I'm telling you, fam. Yo, that's real talk, bro. Floyd jumped in on that, but he wasn't willing to put it together. Who did Floyd want to get the Ryan Garcia fight? You know, man.
Rolly.
He tried to give Rolly Ramiro that fight before Tank, bro. He tried to give Rolly Ramiro the Garcia fight before Tank.
Hell yeah.
Because Rolly, he gets a bigger cut of Rolly's money. That's the only reason, bro. That's the only. So Floyd Mayweather been sabotaging Tank since Tank went solo. He's been keeping him out of legacy fights the whole time. He tried to sabotage him on more than one occasion. So that's all I'm saying. And so now that Tank about to get this Jake Paul bag, you can't be mad at him for this shit. There's no way he ducked.
Hell no. Nah. I had to explain that to when I said in that video to Lamont. That's not a duck. You either got a Lamont Roach fight, Jake Paul fight. What you gonna take, man?
You be a fool to not take that Jake Paul fight.
Fuck, I'm not gonna take that Jake Paul fight, man. Hell yeah.
Real talk, man. Real talk.
Man, remember that one live, man, when I begged, I said, man, I'm talking to Lamont. Remember the whole chat was going in on me? I said, Slim, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to Lamont.
You was telling him, and I told him before. And I told him before you. I was like, Slim, what you doing is stupid, right? And now, old head ass nigga, like get like
he about to fight. Reports are that he about to fight. Okay, he about to fight Gabe Flores, right? A lot of people probably don't even know, right? Who he is. But anyway, you got that option, and you got the option where Floyd jumped out there and said Camille Moten, 18 years old, 8-0. And Floyd said he'll pay it. I'm gonna beat your youngest ass. All right, Floyd, I'm gonna call you out on this. Yeah, I'll take that motherfucking fight. I'm gonna beat the shit out your youngin'. No disrespect.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I'm gonna take your youngin' to school and beat the dog shit out of him and take your money. Man, hell no, I wouldn't have walked away from that, man, because Camille Moten do got a name. No disrespecting youngin', he a future world champion. But there's levels to this. He only 8-0. Is nowhere in the hell he has any chance against Lamont in a fight, man. Lamont was school youngin'. Straight up. I would have took that motherfucking fight, man.
All right, so I'm gonna put this in, right?
On that shit.
Okay, since you saying that, right, I'm gonna have to call Lamont scared of Camille Moten because he's supposed to take that fight. Why he didn't take that fight?
Because he's in a partnership. I suspect with his partnership with the pro box people and all that stuff, man. They this is something this is me allegedly thinking that they probably put this together.
Stuttering.
No,
son.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just putting shit together and thinking.
Man, shook.
Like
he's scared of that youngin'. He's scared of that youngin'. He's scared of that youngin'. That's
no, he not, man. Come on, Slim. He just fought fucking Tank Davis, man. He not scared of that motherfucker.
Then why don't you take the Camille Moten fight? It's a Floyd Mayweather fight. It's going to boost your legacy even more.
Because didn't I just say he probably listening to his peoples who's managed with the pro box, that whole situation. So again, this is a fight before that Shakur jump. Again, I would jump on again.
I'm not
understand. You know, you got obligations or whatever. What you got with pro back. How's it scared energy, man? That's
scared nigga energy. It's scared.
Nigga ain't scared of shit.
You making Camille look really good right now. You making Camille look really good right now.
How?
If you're supposed to be the man like that, and this youngin' talk like, what does Shakur do? What does Shakur do?
No, actually, he doing right as a champion, man. I'm a fucking 130 WBA champion. This young is 18 years old, 8-0, man. You ignore little niggas. Like, sit down, little nigga.
Especially if you're scared.
Nigga, matter of fact, go sit at the kiddie table, little nigga. I'm gonna talk to Flo. I ain't got time to be talking to no goddamn Camille Moten. I'm a fucking 30 and something no world, 31-0 something, whatever the number is, 31-1 world champion. With an 18-year-old 8-0, man. I ain't got nothing to say to him. He ain't got nothing to say to me. Nigga, get your weight up and come back.
Yeah. You said that sound good right now, but it sounds like.
But that's if energy. I'm the one. I'm saying. That's all true. Me personally, I'm gonna jump out. Oh, what you say, Floyd? Oh, you want that little
you take that fight? You take that fight.
Nigga, I'm fucking your youngin' up. I'm saying that's me though. But this is me.
But that's you, right? It looked like Lamont is like coming out like a female dog in this, man.
I disagree with that again.
Dog, bro.
When you got management and people you answer to, you got to roll with that. I said, me as an individual, I'm like, fuck you, Floyd. I'm with it. Bring little youngin' on. I'ma smash him. And then I'ma say, I hope you learn something good, man. You'll be a future champion. Get going on about your life. Kick him in the ass.
I'm sorry, man.
About your life.
I'm with Hannibal on this, right? I'm with Hannibal. That little youngin' could take all his shine. Real talk. I think youngin' is more athletic, slick. Lamont got more experience. I think it's a more sound boxer. I think Lamont could beat him, right?
Again, no disrespect to Camille. He got touched up his last fight, Slim. Lamont will fuck him up.
Right? No.
Lamont will fuck him up. It ain't no doubt about it. It ain't no doubt about it.
Why he don't take the fight then?
For what?
It's a high-profile fight.
How?
It's a high-profile fight. It is.
How?
Floyd Mayweather's attached. Who he fighting next?
Again,
who he fighting
This is me. I'm gonna call Floyd out on it.
Nigga,
show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money.
You trying to avoid?
How am I avoiding?
Because that's your man's, right? Who's he fighting?
The fuck that sound like?
Who's he fighting?
I just told you, Gabe Flores, 20-29.
Now what's a higher profile fight? Floyd Mayweather and Camille Moten, his youngin'.
Okay, all right. We that's called casual boxing, right? If I put both them mugs pictures up in the street, they would know neither one. I'm just being
Sorry, my
honest
nigga.
with you. They would know
not
neither
gonna
one
work.
in the streets,
It's not
man.
gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work.
Now, if you're talking boxing community, that's different.
No,
Yes,
it's not gonna
they would
work,
know
bro.
who Camille Mo. We're
No,
talking casual.
Because of Floyd Mayweather, people know.
You trying to
Camille
put that
Moten.
bullshit on my youngin'? Youngin' ain't scared. He just
He's scared.
fucking
He's
Tank
shook.
Davis. He
Tell
would
him to
beat
come
the
on the
shit
floor,
out of
he's
Camille
scared.
Mo, man.
He's scared. And if he, then why don't he do it then?
Man, you nut hockman
Why
on
don't he do it
Moten
then?
right now. Don't
Then
do
why
that
don't he
shit,
do
man.
it
You
then?
looking bad over there, man. Don't nut
Bullshit.
hop on,
I said I think he
on
could beat
Camille
Moten,
Mo.
right? I
So-
said he could beat Moten, right? But then I'm looking at why he won't fight him then.
He won't fight him because he got management. They telling him to go a certain way because they already got something lined up, possibly with Shakur in January. I just
Gabriel
told you that.
Flores.
The nigga is respectable. What the fuck you want me to do?
Nah,
Just because we don't know
That
him?
don't make money. Gabe Flores ain't gonna make no money.
Nigga, he just want to fight in between the next fight. The fuck?
Then there you go. Get a high profile Camille Moten.
More than
fight.
likely, he gonna get step aside money for the Tank fight. So he already got money there. Go take this Gabriel Flores fight, make a little more money there, and get ready for the Shakur fight.
So
The
I'm
fuck?
just saying,
Little
right?
youngin, I just said me being
He's
petty,
scared.
I would talk shit to Floyd.
He shook. Your man is shook.
That nigga ain't shit,
Because
man.
of what Hannibal is saying. Because like Moten
That's
is-
laughable,
Moten
man.
is
Now you
high
saying
risk,
laughable shit over there.
risk,
Now you're not looking credible
high risk,
over there
right?
now.
But
Now
I'm
you're not
telling you.
looking credible
But see,
over there saying that dumb shit.
I disagree with Hannibal right here on this part, right? It's not low rewards, right? Because him knocking out Floyd's little youngin or beating up Floyd's little youngin is gonna be good for him. Because now he just
It does
wanna
nothing
fight
for him.
with
They gonna
Tank.
say he beat a kid, man.
Cap.
Youngin just turned 18.
Cap. Don't
Get the
matter.
fuck out of here, man.
Floyd Mayweather stamped him and put him out there. You fight him.
Yeah, I said I would. I would
You
go out there
fight
and
him.
beat
No,
the
no,
shit
no,
out
no.
of him.
Your man on some punk shit. Your man on some
Not
punk
on no
shit.
punk shit,
Your
man. Now
man
you just
scared.
want
Your man
come with a
scared.
dumbass
Your man
creative
scared.
narrative.
Your man shook.
Never
Your
that.
man shook. Your man scared. He a fake ass friend. He's scared of the little youngin, right?
You just
Your
be
man
saying,
shook, bruh.
I'm kind of
Real
agreeing with
talk.
old boy. You saying some wild shit for views right now,
I'm
man.
saying
What the
some
fuck is
real
you
shit,
doing?
nigga. Saying some
That ain't no
real
real shit you saying
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. You saying wild, dumb shit right
Yo,
now.
Greg Kendrick, I agree.
fuck is you
I
talking about?
agree that Lamont Roach would beat Camille Moten. So
Beat
why
the
not
dog
take
shit
the
out
fight?
of him.
He got to take the fight then.
He ain't gotta take the fight.
He got to
It's a
take
little
the fight.
nigga talking. Go sit your ass at the kitty table, like I said. Shut the fuck up and come back
It's
when
a
you
Floyd
least
Mayweather
when one
fight.
of them what you call it, the international title or something. Win some type
It's
of
a
title, my
Floyd
nigga.
Mayweather stamp fight. It's a high profile fight. You take the fight.
Not no fucking high profile fight, man.
Floyd Mayweather's high
What
profile.
the fuck is high profile about it?
Floyd Mayweather.
What is high profile
Floyd
about it?
Mayweather.
No,
Floyd
it ain't,
Mayweather.
man.
Floyd Mayweather. It's a higher profile fight than Gabriel Flores. It's a higher profile fight than Gabriel Flores.
Oh my god, yeah,
That's
that
right.
shit is funny as fuck.
If we
That shit
talking,
is funny
now,
as
now,
fuck.
now if we talking hardcore boxing, of course, Gabriel Flores is a more difficult fight, right? But what I'm talking about is casual boxing talk, man. It'll be more
Casuals
ass.
don't even know
It'll be
Camille.
more
You act like
ass.
casuals know Camille.
It'll
They
be
don't.
more
They
ass.
don't.
It'll be more ass on the Camille Moten fight simply because it's a Floyd Mayweather fighter and a Floyd Mayweather event. Facts.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah.
that part because Floyd
yeah.
being there, yes. But other
Yeah,
than
that's
that,
what I'm
no,
saying.
it ain't nothing. That flight ain't nothing unless you really got the money. Other than that, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not entertaining Floyd.
He
With
would
none of that
make
shit,
more
helping
money
you,
fighting
helping you
Camille
build your
Moten
fight
than
up.
Gabriel Flores. How are you helping him build his fighter up if you beat his fighter up? Floyd don't think Lamont can knock Moten out. That's why he's doing that.
He ain't got to
Floyd
knock
don't
him out.
think
He
he
would
knock him
outbox the shit out of Youngin, man. Easily.
He can't knock him out. That's the thing. Floyd don't think he can knock him out.
That
Floyd-
don't matter. You beat the shit out of him.
Floyd don't think he can beat the shit out of him.
No. What's worse, getting knocked out or getting the shit beat out you for 12 rounds? I say getting out. They didn't want to be a 12. Again, nah, fuck Moten, man, because he ain't had no goddamn 10 rounders or none of that. You're not even in this category yet. Yeah, you only had 4 and 6s, man. Come on, Slim.
But what
They're
just
not in the
happened? Though?
same. They're not in the same motherfucking realm.
But what
right
just
now.
happened though, right?
Get
What
your
just
weight up.
happened was
Get your weight up.
right?
Go do a
What
10
just
round and
happened,
come
right,
holler back at
is
me, man.
Floyd-
Come
Floyd
holler
just
back at
boosted
me after
up.
10 round,
Floyd
man.
just boosted up Camille Moten's name even
I
more.
don't care
just
what
by
Floyd does,
attaching it-
man. Floyd
attaching
just
it-
be on bullshit half the
attached
time,
it-
man.
he
Get
attached
the
the
fuck
name
out of here. I
to
don't care what
Lamont
Floyd
Roach
say,
and Tank
man.
Davis.
I don't
He
care what
attached
Floyd
his
say. Fuck
fighter's
Floyd.
name to Lamont Roach and Tank Davis. Good job, Floyd. Good job, Floyd. Floyd
That's
doing
because
better
Floyd
right
hating
now.
on Tank. That's Floyd hating on Tank.
Yeah, Floyd been hating on Tank. Floyd been hating on Tank, right? Real talk, Clifton Dennis. I ain't disagreeing with y'all niggas. That's what y'all failed to hear. When I'm telling y'all it's a sucker move for Lamont to not take the fight and
Well, there is
prove. It's a
fuck
sucker
proof.
move
Proof
on
what?
Lamont.
I'm a world champion, nigga. You're 18. Go sit at the kiddie table. Come back when you get a international USA title, some type of title.
He's a fake ass friend, right? Who's being mismanaged behind the scenes. He waited too long on the Tank fight, right? Dumb move. He missed the boat on the first wave of the Turkey Shakur fight. He missed
But he got Shakur.
Right?
He got Shakur. So what are you talking about? This is in between fight. Then he got Shakur. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shakur in January.
This Gabriel Gonzalez.
What are you talking about?
Go left real quick.
Fuck it. I'll take Gabriel and then Shakur next. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. But I got step aside money for Tank. I'm gonna go fight Flores on the PBC card as a co-main event. Fuck it. I'm gonna take that money and then Shakur in January. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's all.
I don't need to help Floyd out. I ain't helping Floyd do nothing.
How are you helping him out? How are you helping him out by beating up his fighter? How's that helping him out? The only way you help him out is if you can't beat up his fighter, right? And his fighter goes the distance, and the fighter, even if Cromel Moulton loses by split decision, right? And didn't get beat up and didn't get knocked out.
You don't help Floyd out because all they're gonna do is keep bringing up comparisons to Camille and Tank. So that does boost his profile, whether you want to believe it or not. So Floyd know what the fuck he doing, knowing Youngin gonna get compared to Tank. And Youngin already got the albino gorilla. Tank got the regular gorilla. Man, so again, I'm not. This is chess, not checkers. If I'm the one, fuck you too until you show me the money.
I mean, if the money's there, that's what I'm saying. I ain't say take the fight for free.
Ifs and buts and
Floyd
Mayweather and crux, I don't give a fuck. Show me the money.
If the money is there for Gabriel Gonzalez, the money will be there for Floyd Mayweather event.
Yeah, I just told you how that's going to be. No, how the money's coming about.
In realistic sense, right?
You're not showing me how the money coming about.
In realistic sense, right?
When you only what Floyd said, they'll come out.
Talking business. If Floyd Mayweather is attached, the money will be there.
Okay,
that's a fact.
Again, that's a fact. I'm good. I'm good. I'll take this. I'll take this Gabriel Flores. Matter of fact, I already got my little step aside.
I'm gonna just be sitting here hating on Lamont Roach the whole time, man. From this point on, right? Real talk, man.
That's cool.
Real talk, man.
Yeah, I'm doing that right.
I'm gonna be hating on Lamont Roach the whole time, bruh. Real talk. That's real. Sonny Boy Moulton is more high profile. He got Floyd Mayweather attached. Way more high profile than Gabriel Gonzalez. I don't care what none of these niggas talking about. And if Youngin is jumping out there, Lamont should.
You know why he a true friend of Tank? Because Tank probably say, "Man, fuck that shit." Hell yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm with you, Lamont. I mean, I'm with you, Tank. Fuck that motherfucker.
Now let's go back to
Floyd.
Tank. Now let's go back to Tank because Tank got a right to feel like that because Floyd has been. What you saying, my boy Lamont not a true friend? Actually, being a true friend was like, man, I'm ignoring that. Floyd has been a friend of me. Floyd has been a friend of me to Tank.
So again,
Floyd been a blessing and a curse to Tank.
Shout out to Lamont.
Floyd been a blessing and a curse to Tank, right? Like Floyd put him on like the second biggest pay-per-view event of all time, right? Even though he came in overweight, he still went through with the fight. Floyd was still fucked up with him about that. Because Floyd Mayweather is the Bobby Fischer of boxing, bro. Floyd Mayweather's a boxing prodigy, a boxing genius. Floyd Mayweather thinks Tank been like bullshitting and bojangling the whole motherfucking time. Real talk, man. The reason Floyd Mayweather don't respect Tank and never respect Tank is because he think Tank not serious. Tank get drunk, hanging out with AB, getting the street fights at the bar. Real talk. Yes. Antisocial black man. Floyd is definitely a lame, right? But when it comes to boxing, he's not lame at all. He's the opposite of lame. He's the greatest fighter of all time. We're just talking boxing with Floyd right now, right? And yes, he's been Tank's number one hater and number one supporter at the same time. At the same damn time, Slim. Real talk. And like y'all talking Tank and legacy fights, Floyd kept him out of these fights. Floyd kept him out of the Gary Russell Jr. fight. Floyd kept him out of the Tevin Farmer fight. Floyd sat there when Tank was at 35 and ready to fight Lomachenko. Floyd sat there publicly and said, nah, Tank, don't worry about him. You make just as much money as him or even more. He's old. He needs to fight faster than you, right? So Floyd's been doing this the whole time. Floyd was the one trying to get Rolly Romero to Ryan Garcia fight and not Tank, right? Tank had to leave Mayweather Promotions and make the Rolly Romero fight happen without Floyd. And then Floyd slid back in with the contract and said, nah, Slim, you ain't cutting me out of this, right? So Floyd got in on that. But if it was up to Floyd, that fight would have never happened. That fight, the Ryan Garcia fight would have never happened for Tank if it was up to Floyd. Facts. Real talk. Antisocial black man. All facts. Floyd say that shit. He does not want no boxer to be better than him, man. And as long as he's active in the game, he's going to make sure of that. Why? Because he still gets paid off his legacy. That's a fact, bro. And like another thing too, Floyd never thought Tank was a great boxer. He never did, bro. In real time, y'all gonna hate to hear me say this. Floyd always thought Devin Haney was better than him. Floyd thinks Shakur Stevenson is better than him. Floyd thinks Shakur Stevenson will beat him. When they fight, Floyd Mayweather's going to be in Shakur Stevenson's camp, telling him everything he knows about Tank Davis. This is all facts, bro. Floyd is his number one hater, bro, and Floyd wants to make him lose. And I believe, in my opinion, like allegedly, I think Floyd was the reason the Lamont Roach Jr. happened. So I think Floyd, when you're talking to Al Heyman, you're talking to Floyd Mayweather. When you're talking to Floyd Mayweather, you're talking to Al Heyman. Somebody in PBC has been sabotaging Tank Davis' career for 2 straight years, Slim. For 2 straight years. It can't just be Turkey. Real talk. Somebody lied to this nigga about the Amazon deal. That's the real talk. He came home thinking he about to get paid. He wanted all the smoke. He said, I'm only doing 7 more fights. When he found out the Amazon deal was all cap, he started talking about retirement. And I truly believe behind the scenes, the Paul brothers were the only ones keeping it real with him. And the Paul brothers were the only ones trying to get him that real bad. The Pauls in Turkey. Because they know what they can do. They know what he's capable of. Hannibal said Floyd knows Haney better. Floyd's always believed that, bro. Floyd's always believed that. I don't believe it, but Floyd does. Antisocial black man. That's why he's trying to get that kid beaten up early in his career. Now, he ain't made enough money off him yet. I honestly think Floyd was just talking shit. If Zed Brooks Multimedia would have stayed on, I would have agreed with him at the end of the day. I think Floyd was just talking shit to attach his fighter's name to the Tank Davis fight. That's all it is. Simple promo. Boom. Sonny Boy say, I see I don't do no talking, but yeah, trust me, I know boxing. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Sonny Boy, well, if he can do it, then do it. Like I say, man, like I say, I agree. But I don't think Floyd would let that happen for real. I think Floyd was just talking. Tevin Farmer was over 3 years ago. Yeah, but I'm talking early on when Tank was at 30. Floyd was keeping him out of the Tevin Farmer fight. Tank wanted that smoke. Tank tried to fight Tevin Farmer in the streets. Like, real talk. Tank believed he was going to knock him. Tank would have knocked him out. Like, if the Pedraza fight did not show Floyd Mayweather what Tank Davis was capable of, right? He's still like, and I think it had to do with Tank being undisciplined and unfocused. Floyd don't respect shit like that, bro. He doesn't. Floyd doesn't respect that shit. He think Tank was bullshitting. He thought Tank hung out too much with AB and was too influenced by AB. And Floyd didn't like AB either. Matter of fact, Floyd was trying to AB. Like, that's the thing. Floyd in his mind, he really believes he's trying to make them better. But he feel like you hard-headed, you undisciplined, I can't fuck with you. That's how it is with Floyd, bro. And that's why he likes Devin Haney, and that's why he likes Shakur. Because they take boxing as a religion. They don't smoke, they don't drink. You feel what I'm saying? They train hard as fuck. They try their best to learn new shit every day. Like, that's the type of shit Floyd like. Greg Kendrick, yeah, I believe it. I think Haney and Shakur beat Tank. If Tank don't get knocked out, if Tank don't get the knockout, he done. Yeah, Kendrick, you a Tank hater though, my guy. Yo, you a Tank hater. I got Tank right now beating both them dudes. Real talk. Especially if he got Calvin and Kenny with him. Sonny Boy, Lamont, take the fight. He ain't gonna take that fight. I think Lamont should have called Floyd's bluff. Real talk. Yo, man, because like I'm telling you, bro, like I truly believe, man, that whole Amazon thing was just, I think somebody used Tank to finesse a bag out of Amazon. And like it seemed like that, because if you got that Amazon money, how are you underbid in all these fighters? Pitbull takes the rematch if you pay him. Shakur takes that fight if you pay him. It's just real talk, bro. Real talk. Yeah, I think Floyd been behind the scenes sabotaging my guy, man. I think he been sabotaging Tank for a while now, especially if he ain't making a lot of money with Tank. He gonna sabotage him. Greg Kendrick, I ain't a Tank hater, but I do respect a nigga that never fought. But I don't respect a nigga that never fought a champ. Wow. Oh, Kareem back. Oh, Kareem pulling back up.
What up?
Man, we talking boxing, man. We ain't talking politics right now.
No,
man.
I'm off of the politics. I left, but you know what I did? I went to
What's
go
up?
smoke with Jay.
Uh-huh.
I'm
The chat love you, by the way. The show love you, man. That
love
was
you guys
fire,
back.
bro.
I love you back. I love you back. I love you back.
Yeah.
I care about my city, and so does John. That's not the issue. It's just we are talking about things that are extensively issues within our Black diaspora, and it goes deep. Yes, this issue is effective right now.
Yo, read the
But
chat,
John,
man.
but Scott, I haven't even got to it. I haven't got to it.
Read the chat,
but
man.
I know
You high, nigga. You high, man.
Scoot goes back to the real.
Nigga, you high, man. We talking boxing, man. Casual boxing talk, man.
That's fine.
Nigga,
no,
read
so
the chat.
actually,
I
came back.
The chat, you getting muted,
no. Listen, I came back because I have a question for you.
What's up, man?
I'm a big boxing fan, but I'm more casual than you. What's up with the heavyweight division, bro? All the black fighters are losing.
The heavyweight division has moved out of America.
Yeah.
It's moved out of America right now. The best heavyweights are not American right now. That's why you don't hear about it in America. Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah, so I mean, like, and we had Deontay Wilder. He was what we were leaning on, but he was one punch man.
Deontay
Wilder had a 1-2. He had a 1-2, and the shit went to his head, and he started to believe. He started to believe the press, and he whatever he did along the lines, he fucked up. He should have walked away from the Tyson Fury rematch, and it wouldn't have ruined his confidence because Tyson Fury ruined him as a fighter. He beat him the fuck up, and that was American boxing getting flushed down the toilet with Deontay Wilder. American heavyweight boxing got flushed down the toilet by Tyson Fury. Yeah.
Is heavyweight boxing still, the way I look at boxing, is heavyweight boxing still the pinnacle of the sport? You were talking about Floyd for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, like heavyweight boxing has its highs and lows, but we always got like fighters in America that can pick up the slack, like Floyd Mayweather Jr. did for a while when the heavyweights fell off. Actually, we had the Roy Jones era. Then we went from Roy Jones to the Floyd Mayweather Jr. era, right? And that carried the sport for a while. So, and right now we got a crop of young fighters that want to be like Money, not Pretty Boy. They're afraid to lose their O, especially because they're black, because black fighters get treated more harshly than any other fighter. So that's just what it is. Unless you're a Sean Porter type, to where you're not really a superstar, but you're respected, right? And you're a good opponent. Like Sean Porter, he made a career like a Mexican does by being a good dance partner. But like only non-blacks can take an L and still be superstars. Like Canelo Alvarez, for example.
How do you view Usyk as a champion?
Usyk's a great champion. Usyk's a great champion. One of the greatest champions in a long time.
Now, as far as black prospects in the heavyweight realm, do you have any names for us?
Right now, man, right now, as far as black Americans, because you got my boy Asuma. I'm not sure if he's from America. Young and like 20 years old. He's knocked out Dylan White. You know, it's a lot going on in the game. Like, but heavyweights, we don't have a good American heavyweight right now. One that could just
that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like.
That's what it is. That's the fact.
Yeah. So now I watched this program while I had to take a break. I had to, decompose, you know what I'm saying? And relax.
Don't get back on politics. We talking boxing.
I'm not coming back to that. But I listened and I see Mayweather is still in context. Why?
Because Mayweather's a smart businessman and a brilliant marketer, right?
But is he a relevant boxer today? He's like 45 years old.
No, he's not. He's not a relevant boxer, but he's bringing stuff to the game, and he's showing young fighters how to make money past your prime and at the end of your career. Like
only one man knew how to do that.
Yeah, and Floyd is that guy
over here was a champion.
Yes,
sir. In water.
I love Ali for what he did outside
Okay.
the ring, and
So
I
this is
love Cassius Clay.
this
love
is
Cassius Clay.
this is Mayweather before Mayweather. Now Mayweather made the money, good for him, but is he a good boxer?
Yeah, Mayweather's a great fighter, bro. Mayweather's a better fighter than Muhammad Ali. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I can't. I think your boy's going to jump in on this, but I'm going to say that Mayweather is the best defensive boxer I've ever seen in my life. But offensive,
It's all one and the same. Like boxing, believe it or not, boxing is more about your feet than your hands, right?
No, you're a technical guy. No, I don't want to disrespect your position because you understand the science. I'm good with that. But how do you put Mayweather ahead of certain other legends? Is he better than
There's nobody that's been better
Tyson?
than Floyd Mayweather. Yeah.
Is he better than Tyson?
I mean, okay, so first of all, Mike Tyson would decapitate Floyd Mayweather in an actual fight because Mike Tyson is
We already know that.
Yeah,
so why are we having these like
but now check this out. So we got to look at so this is why I give Floyd the edge over Tyson, because Mike Tyson under Customato, when he was doing that Customato peekaboo, like he was a smaller guy in all his fights, right?
But if Mike hit him one time, the right time,
no, but see,
it's over.
But this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you why it was like that, right? It wasn't power with Mike. It's the same thing Tank does to people. It's timing, right? So when Mike Tyson was on his A game, like under the Customato, and then Kevin Rooney, right? When he was doing that cuss peekaboo with the feet, and it was all about the feet, right? That guy was lethal. That guy was lethal, right? But when it all went to his head and we started getting a shell of what he used to be, like he couldn't take it to the next gear, right? So now I'm gonna go back to your other guy, Muhammad Ali, right? So when Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay, right? The heavyweight division has seen nothing like this, man. Like he was a heavyweight moving like Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm talking like in it. You couldn't touch him, man. You literally couldn't touch him. His feet were quick. His hands were fast as fuck, right? He threw no body shots. He didn't even throw body shots, right? He was that good. He fought with his hands down, right? He was aloof, right? But when he had took 3 years off because he stood on his position as a man, he came back. People don't realize that version of Muhammad Ali was not that good, bro. Was not that good. He beat people with his mind, right? But his physical attributes all gone. He started rope-a-doping, right? He started psyching his opponents out. He still had quick hands, but his feet weren't as fast. People forget too. Like he beat Joe Frazier. He was older. When he beat George Foreman, he was much older. He was almost 10 years older than George Foreman. He's into his 30s. George Foreman was like 23 years old.
He used the mind.
Yeah, exactly, right? Mm-hmm. So I give you all that, right? But now let's talk Floyd Mayweather, right? You had different eras. You had Pretty Boy Floyd. When I told you about Floyd, remember at the barbershop, I was telling you about Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah, that was the era. At the time that we were connected and you were in DC, he was in Pretty Boy Floyd mode. Yeah, this is accurate. I agree.
That dude was a pure savage. He was a pure savage. Boxing has seen nothing like this dude, man. I'm talking speed, power, IQ, right? Footwork, head movement. He could make adjustments mid-fight. He could make adjustments mid-round. If the game plan ain't working, I'm coming up with a new game plan. Off the top of his dome. That's Bobby Fischer level boxing, bro.
Let's be honest. When you wait, hold on. I'm gonna say this. Can I make one point? When you buy Floyd Mayweather fights, you remember this? Was it worth it?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Do you remember people walked away from these pay-per-views so disappointed? There was no action. He hit from his opponent. He tried to play defense the entire time. He was ducking and weaving, and he got points. And we left this whole affair like, whoa, I spent $100 on this garbage.
No.
Be real to your audience. Be real. Be real to your audience, bro.
I'm going to be real with you right now. So this right here, you're talking about Money Mayweather. So Pretty Boy was so fucking savage, right? That his hands was getting crushed. He had real small, frail hands, right? So he couldn't fight like that anymore. So what did he do? He took off, let his hands heal completely, came back with a completely different style. This is like elite, bro. This is like elite level shit, right? So he came back in, defense first, right? So he came back in, he took catch and shoot to another level. He took catch and shoot to another level. It's like his vision, like he was seeing the world at 160 frames per second. Everybody else is seeing it at 24 frames per second, meaning he has slow motion vision, right? So this guy, right? So what y'all fail to understand is the marketing side of it. So when he left boxing and let his hands heal completely, what did he do? He went into professional wrestling. He went to the WWE, right? He went and fought the Big Show. You feel what I'm saying? What did that do? That gave him millions of casual fans. So now he's bigger than the sport, right? That was smart as fuck, right? Then, not only that, because he was listening to Vince McMahon as well. Vince McMahon told him that he needs to be the heel. You have to be the heel if you want to, like, go far. What is the heel? The heel is the bad guy. Everybody loved Pretty Boy Floyd. Everybody hated Money Mayweather. That was by design, bro. And then he came back. He went on Dancing with the Stars, right? And I'm going to put it like this, bro. That was brilliant. Because my mom and my sister, I'm going to say they represent the majority of women out here, right? They don't care about boxing. They loved Floyd Mayweather, right? So much so, he left Dancing with the Stars, right? And then went to HBO and said, I got a brilliant idea for a TV show, right? I want to do a reality television show to promote the fights. And we're going to bring the camera. We're going to bring my whole family in. My whole family is a cast of characters, right? So HBO takes the camera to Floyd's house, and it's a fucking hit. It's the fucking hit, right? All the women in my family love the Mayweathers. They love the Mayweathers. Hate boxing. Love the Mayweathers. This is genius, bro. And not only that, right? So he built up a core base of people who are going to watch him no matter what, right? And then he goes back into boxing. He goes back in. I'm not hurting my hands no more. That's what he's thinking. So I'm defense first. So Vince McMahon told me to be the bad guy. And that's what I'm going to do. What's his name? My name is Money Mayweather. My name is Money. And he's talking big shit. All he talks about is material things, right? All he talks about is I'm the best. There's nobody better. He makes the average person hate his guts, right? Vince McMahon was right. Vince McMahon was 100% correct, right? It's like, yo, they're going to pay to watch you get beat up. And when you don't get beat up, they're going to believe the next guy's going to beat you up, right? And they're going to pay again, right? They're going to keep paying. As long as you don't get beat up, but make people want to see you get beat up, you can't lose at the bank, right? My name is Money Mayweather, right? But now, that's outside. That's just promotion. Now let's talk boxing, right? Floyd Money Mayweather is nothing short of a genius in that boxing ring. There's not a lot of fighters that can change up their style, change up their game plan. I'm talking about in a split second. When you was at my fight party, right, in Adams Morgan, we was all sitting up in the crib watching Floyd Mayweather fight Shane Mosley, 52-inch screen, back on the sofa, chilling, blunts blazing. We watching it. I remember you was there, Jabari was there, Tak was there, right? It was a few people there, right? Y'all specifically. I remember y'all three niggas specifically, right? Because when Shane clipped him in the second, everybody turned to me, oh, right? What I tell y'all niggas? I said, bro, he caught him, but Floyd gonna change up his game plan. Floyd did exactly that, bro. Floyd changed up, came out the next round. Shane couldn't do what he did, right? And Shane was a great fighter at the time, right? Shane was like, why can't I catch him anymore? Because you ain't Floyd Mayweather, Slim, right? Floyd, you just ain't the same dude you fighting no more. He changed up his whole style. He changed up his whole game plan. Now you trying to catch me with that same punch? What's happening? It's called pull counter. Oh, I'm right here. You got me. Whoop, pop, whoop, pop. It's like he was killing Shane with that shit, man. And Shane had no answers because he was fighting the greatest fighter of all time. Boom. Now
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
That was quite the soliloquy. I have a couple of questions off of all of that. Why did it take him so long to fight Manny Pacquiao?
Because Manny Pacquiao was on steroids, my guy. Floyd Mayweather was smart enough to know that. Yes. Allegedly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I can name names. I can name
my
names.
stomach. I'm sorry, I can't speak. My stomach.
I mean, I can name names. I can name names, bro. Hey, are you familiar with GERVONTA Tank Davis's team?
Again, you love switching subjects, brother.
No. This is the same subject. Now, I'm telling you who agreed with me, right? So you got Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, two of the greatest minds in the game, right? They call Kenny Ellis the Bible, right? Kenny Ellis went on Mill City Boxing, salute to Mill City. And he said something that resonated with me and a lot of people, right? Terence Crawford says the same thing, right? Terence Bud Crawford says the same thing. How do you go from 108 pounds, right? Got knocked out at 108 pounds, right? Go all the way up to like, what did he go to after that? Like 118. Knocked out again. He got knocked out 2 times, right? At fucking bantamweight, my guy. He got knocked out by a 108 pounder, bro, right? And now all of a sudden, right? He's getting stronger. He's getting bigger. He's hitting harder, right? He's not getting knocked out no more, right? Until he met Marquez that ill-fated day. But that's down the line, right? So all of a sudden, you moving up. You're fighting Oscar De La Hoya, right? You punching him like a middleweight, right? You fighting Miguel Cotto, right? These are legends. You beating the fuck out of him. You fighting Antonio Margarito. You welting him up, man. How do you do that naturally? How do you do that naturally, bro? And you was just getting knocked out at 108 pounds. How do you do that naturally? What type of herbs is this nigga taking? Ginseng?
Well, no, hold on.
Ginseng?
So steroids and boxing. Come on, man. We love the sport, but let's be real. They're all taking it.
What?
They're all taking it.
Floyd Mayweather don't take steroids, bro. Never did.
Excuse me.
Because he knows how to box. He knew how to box, bro. Tank Davis don't be taking no motherfucking steroids.
Let me tell you something. In a high level sport like boxing, steroid use is mainly for regenerative purposes. It's not to be stronger and faster. It's to heal faster so you can fight. They all do it. So this idea that Floyd is clean is complete bullshit. To your audience, this idea that any major level boxer is totally clean of steroids, it's a lie.
No, it's
period.
Not. No, it's not. You got to test.
It is.
Show
it is. I know. You like the romance of the sport.
No,
yes,
time out.
I understand. You understand boxing being scientific. But they also have to make money for a living. And if a drug will boost them, they'll take it.
Especially
and I think Floyd is part of that whole cabal.
Especially if
and this idea that you're feeding your boxing fans that steroids isn't part of the process, it is a lie to your audience. It's a lie.
All cap, bro. You all cap, man. You all cap with that one, bro. Like nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's buying it, right? You can do all the gesturing you want. Real talk. When it comes to boxing, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was that guy and is that guy, in my opinion. If he stops hating, he'd be one hell of a boxing coach.
Listen,
in my
steroids
opinion, right?
was an issue that you brought up with Pacquiao. I'll leave it alone.
That was a real issue with Pacquiao.
As a boxer, we were talking about Mayweather. You love changing the subject. As a boxer, he drew big pay-per-views. Were the matches good?
Yes.
No, they were not.
What are you talking about?
They were boring. They were boring and at most stages predictable.
If they were boring, why did everybody pay to see the fight?
So he would lose.
So if he was really that boring, right? Why did anybody walk
They wanted him
fight?
to lose. That's why they paid to watch the fight. Okay. They wanted to see him lose.
So I'm gonna give you somebody today.
That's where the majority audience came from. It wasn't because he was a great boxer, legendary boxer. Right? It wasn't that. It's like they wanted.
Time out, man. Time out. You got to get muted on this one, bro. He wasn't a legendary boxer. That's way too casual, man. I know this is casual boxing talk, man, but that statement was just way too casual, right? Floyd Mayweather Jr. was not a legendary boxer. Come on, son. Come on, Slim. Come on, Slim. Like right now, right? I'm gonna tell you something, right? If the fights were boring, right? Shakur Stevenson, people literally get up and walk out of his fights. People get up and walk out of Shakur Stevenson fights, right? That's how boring that shit. His fights are so boring, he gets booed at home, right? people want trying to get out and catch traffic, right? They don't want to get caught. They don't want to watch a boring fight and be stuck in traffic, right? So that never happened. That's never happened with Floyd Mayweather Jr., bro. Never.
Well, my point is this. People would typically leave a Mayweather fight disappointed. They came to decision. He would duck and run. He would qualify with a couple of points here and there technically. It wasn't really a real fight most often. And then the biggest fighters like Canelo and Pacquiao, there was always an excuse. There was always an excuse.
What was the excuse for Canelo?
Well, I don't know. You remind me. I can't remember. There are so many excuses. I'm so confused.
Excuse for who though?
I can't remember the number of excuses. He was a master at dodging the big fights until he was ready. That was his thing, man. Like, come on, man. Don't.
Okay, so all right, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right here. The Canelo fight, right? Canelo, he came up in weight to fight Canelo. Canelo was 23 years old with 40 fights under his belt, right? Canelo was the champion. He was the bigger man. He was the younger man. He was the stronger man. He was the heavier hitter, right? Canelo was also an elite fighter, right? In his youth, in his prime, right? So Floyd Mayweather, the old man, moved up in weight and took Canelo to school, nigga, right? You talking about he's not an elite fighter? We're talking elite level shit. This is elite level shit, bro.
Hold on. Yeah. Bro, Canelo took the payday, bro. Fighting Floyd Mayweather is like winning the lottery. You don't even have to win the match.
Canelo was trying to
You just have to show up, okay? And who dominated boxing after that match financially? Canelo.
No,
even though he lost, it didn't matter. From that point forward, Canelo made all the money, brother. What you're saying is wild. Look, just fighting Mayweather was good for your career. You didn't have to necessarily beat him. And if they negotiate for time, Mayweather says it's almost like a wrestling match.
Yeah, we froze up for a minute. We froze up.
Okay.
You still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
That wasn't me this time. Froze up.
I muted myself. Okay. No, it's almost fighting Mayweather. It's almost like a wrestling match, bro. Like the money is so good, right? Like if you lose, it's 50 mil, bro. Okay.
Hey, yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's no reason for a rematch. This is all. Listen,
do me a solid, man.
It's a game. The game. Listen, let me be clear.
I need you to read the chat, bro.
Let me be clear about. Let me be clear to the audience. Boxing is about the money. It's about the money.
Read the chat.
It's about the money. To your audience, he knows everything about boxing, no doubt. Scoot's on top of the game, but Mayweather's about that money, and he manipulated other boxers around him to make that money.
You got people who are agreeing with you. I think you should read the chat and
I can't even access the chat, man.
You can't see anything right now?
I can't see it. I see your beautiful face. That's all I see, bro.
Oh man, pause, yo. Pause. Yo. This is not that type of show, man. Yo, you about to get booted, not muted. All right, so yo,
wait, hold up.
Marquez,
what are you talking about? For the audience, I said that because he's my brother. He's my brother. Golly, man, people so sensitive these days, bro. You can be beautiful and be my brother at the same time, man. God damn, chill out. For the audience, all y'all calm down on that pause shit, bro. That's my brother. I've known him for over 20 years.
Are you going to interact with the chat or not? I'm trying to tell you what the chat saying, man. Like real talk. Marquez and Berto fights were boring. That's it. Fruits agree with you, right? Boom. Hannibal is like, yo, Floyd versus Manny sold 4.4 million pay-per-view buys, 72 million at the gate. Nobody doing those numbers, bro. Before
sure.
Before sure. You talking boring?
So if Floyd tells you to fall in a match, you'll do it.
No, you don't, man. You beat Floyd. No, you make more money by being the guy that beat him.
How did Canelo not beat him, bro? How did that not happen?
Floyd was the better fighter.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. I felt like Canelo was laying off in that fight. I'm not an expert like you, but I felt like he was laying off, bro. for a reason. I don't get hurt. You don't get hurt. I get my bag. You retire, and I continue on. It was set. Come
This is
on,
casual
bro.
boxing talk, man.
Come on,
And
bro.
you definitely, yo,
You're losing me
you
with
going
this.
for
Miss
a
me with
title.
this.
You going for the title of the most casual nigga
Miss
ever.
me with the idea that Floyd Mayweather has a morality clause in his mind, bro. Miss me with that.
Bro,
This is
I hear
all
that.
about the money.
Yeah, this
Man.
is way too casual, bro. This shit's way too casual, bro. It's like beyond casual at this point. It's just don't know shit about boxing. This is not
No,
even casual.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look,
It's not even
Floyd
casual.
is an honorable champion. I'm not going to lie about that. But to sell him as one of the greatest is hard for me to accept.
Yo, AD Solo, like you been lost me, sir. Yo, Clifton Dennis, yo, your shit's way too casual, man. Hannibal, Floyd fought and beat the best in every division he fought in. Facts, bro. Boom, boom. Clifton Dennis, that's too casual.
Some people would argue that he had the weakest.
Fred Kendrick, he beat the fuck out of Canelo.
Some people would argue that he had the weakest division at his time. He didn't have as many crucial opponents. Like some historians would argue that. Is he better than Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah, I think so. You got people who disagree with me. You got people
and by the way,
but
if he had fought in that era with Sugar Ray and Spinks, and do you think he would have been undefeated?
I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the greatest fighter of all time.
Would he have been undefeated if he fought with Camacho, Spinks?
He would have beat Camacho.
Leonard. Do you think in that era he would have gone undefeated?
Spinks was out of his weight class, right?
Okay.
Yeah, unless you're talking Corey Spinks, and he would have beat the shit out of Corey Spinks, right? Yeah. You know who that is? That's Spinks.
If this man fought in the 80s, he would not be undefeated, bro. He's not the greatest boxer of all time. I'm sorry.
No,
put him in the 80s. Just put him in the 80s and tell me if he's undefeated. That's the only question I have for you.
Let me break it down again, bro. Let me break it down again. Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather Jr., pure savage. Pure savage, right? So
Did he beat Hagler?
2 levels of greatness.
Could he beat Hagler?
No,
Could he beat Hagler?
Right? 2 levels of greatness. He never fought at middleweight. Hagler never left middleweight.
But I'm saying they moved around. They would have fought each other. The money was there. That's how boxing works.
I'm gonna tell you, Floyd.
So could he have beat Hagler? Could he have beat Spinks? Could he beat Leonard? Camacho?
You may as well say, could he have beat Roy Jones? They were never in the same weight class.
You know what? That's a great question. My answer is at the peak, Roy Jones? Hell no.
Dude,
Roy Jones would have taken him out for sure at his peak. Roy Jones, I know it was a small sample.
All right, man,
it was a small.
You're getting booted, bro. Like time out, bro. Time out, man. Yeah, all right, so now I know it's casual boxing talk, my nigga. This is casual boxing talk, my nigga. But you've gone beyond casual boxing talk to this nigga don't know shit about boxing, right? And right now, you may as well say Floyd can't beat Mike Tyson, right? And like there's a reason why that doesn't fly, man. You can't put Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the same sentence about who would have won in the fight, because they were never in the same weight class. They would have never been in the same weight class, right? You can't. The same thing with Marvelous Marvin Hagler. They were never in the same weight class. Ignorance can be educated, my guy. I'm educating you right now. We in the chat are going to educate you right now, man. Floyd fought and beat 23 world champions, brother. That's real talk, man. 23 world champions, man. You telling me Miguel Cotto is trash? Oscar De La Hoya is trash? Sugar Shane Mosley is trash? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, bro. You telling me he had weak competition? Marquez, the man that knocked out Manny Pacquiao, trash? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Juan Miguel Marquez is trash. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like right now, man, you don't know shit about boxing, my guy. You don't know shit about boxing, and you're not acknowledging the chat. So you're disrespecting the show. You don't know shit about boxing. You're not acknowledging the chat, right? You're just on here saying shit, nigga. Nigga, you're just up here saying shit, my nigga. Like, yo, I'm gonna give you one chance to redeem yourself.
To the chat, I haven't had a chance to look. Honestly, I'm doing this on my cell phone, so this is my first time on the program. By the way, awesome show, but I haven't had a chance to look at the comments. But I will say to those of you who are pure boxing fans, remember the process that it took to get a Floyd Mayweather match. remember the gymnastics, the politics, the handpicking of opponents, how many months it took to see this man fight, how it had to be specifically tailored for him.
Do you
And
understand
he
what
was
the
on
A
the A
side is?
side of the money. He was
You
on the
understand
A
what the A
side of the
side
money.
is? You
And
understand
then the
A side,
player,
B side?
the boxer that signs onto the fight has to accept to be on the B side of the money. Period.
What happened in the De La Hoya
There's
fight?
no A and A.
No, what happened in the
John
De La Hoya
understands,
fight?
Scoot understands this language.
No, what
There's
happened in
no
the De La
A
Hoya fight?
side. It's A and B side. Okay.
What happened in the De La Hoya fight? Right? De La Hoya got the ring size he wanted. De La Hoya got the gloves he wanted. He decided what gloves Floyd Mayweather gets to wear, right? De La Hoya got the lion's share of the purse. De La Hoya got everything to his advantage. Floyd went in there and outboxed Oscar De La Hoya, right? And then after Floyd did that, he became the consummate A-side, right? Why would you give that up as a businessman? As a businessman, you don't give that up, right?
So anyway, as I was saying, the business side had always been on the forefront in a Mayweather era before the boxing match. And the fans felt it. We felt that it was all about the business and the money, not about the
He
fight.
deserved to be the A-side.
And the fights were mediocre. Most oftentimes he showed zero offense. He played the
You said he showed zero offense. Are you talking money? You got to specify when you're talking Floyd. You got to specify because Pretty Boy Floyd was offense first.
My man was the best defensive boxer I've ever seen in my life. I'll give him that. But as far as offense, I think I've only seen him, me personally. I know maybe he's knocked out other people. I've only seen him knock out one person. And it was a sucker punch. And it was a sucker punch, by the way.
What do you think about Pretty Boy Floyd, bro?
Me?
Pretty
personally?
Boy Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
I think he's one of the top 5 boxers of all time, but I don't rank him as number 1.
Do you remember who
Hell
Diego
no.
Corrales was?
Hmm?
Do you remember Diego Corrales?
He's in my top 5. Does that offend you?
Diego, no. You said
he's in the top 5, bro. Like, what the hell?
I'm speaking to you. said no offense, right? So I'm telling you,
no offense.
Now,
when he was younger, his offense was better, but as he got older, he played defense the entire time, bro. Come on.
He had to. He was the smaller guy in every fight.
Okay, but you're talking like he was dominant his entire career. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was
First, he had financial manipulation over his opponents. Second, he didn't like to get hit, so he danced around and never showed any offense. And we paid for the fight. We're like, what the fuck did I spend my money on?
You know you're not supposed to get hit in boxing, right? You're not supposed to. You're not.
Come on, man. Stop it.
Boxing
it's
is the
boxing.
Art. It's the art of hitting.
You're gonna get hit.
Right? No, you're gonna get hit, right?
I get the philosophy, but you're gonna get hit. It's boxing.
No, you're gonna get hit, right? But you're gonna go in there. Your goal is to hit without getting hit.
But you can't not get hit. Stop it.
No. But he did that better than anybody.
I didn't view that as a skill. Right? I understand. It looked. I understood the technique behind it, but it doesn't impress me. It didn't impress me. I didn't view his style as like so awesome. Like, man, he's the greatest boxer I've ever fucking seen. Muhammad Ali inspired me more when I saw him. Mike Tyson inspired me more when I saw him. Fuck, even Lennox Lewis, the most boring fighter of the 90s, inspired me more than him.
Okay, so check this out, right? Juice in My Cup. He said something that you really got to like, because what you're saying, you said he was running, right? Juice in My Cup is saying something solid right here. He stood in front of Canelo a lot of that fight. He stood in front of all his opponents. Floyd Mayweather Jr. could stand right in front of you, and you still couldn't hit him, right? Now, what Shakur Stevenson does...
I feel like there was an understanding in that fight. Canelo and Mayweather had an understanding, bro.
Yo, bro.
I'm being dead ass. I know you're like, oh, you're disrespecting the game, all that. They care about money first.
You saying Canelo threw a fight?
I'm not saying you
said what you're saying.
I think, you know what? I don't want to say, I don't want to use that word. No, I don't want, no, I'll be delicate. I don't want to use that word. But I think boxing is a business.
You know what Canelo would tell you if he heard you say that?
He
Get
probably
the
knocked
fuck
me out.
out of here.
Yeah, he probably knocked me out
Get the fuck
immediately.
out of here, man.
But
Yo,
but I'm saying boxing is a business, especially in the Mayweather era, first and foremost.
of course, boxing's a business. It's sports entertainment. But when we're talking actually in the ring, these
And
guys,
yeah, it's supposed to be sport. You
Yeah.
just added a word, didn't you?
yeah. So the thing
Sports
is, when
entertainment.
these guys are in the
Okay,
ring,
it's
right?
supposed to be a
So
sport, but
the
those days are over.
The brilliance of Floyd Mayweather, right? And we talking money. We already know Pretty Boy is just that guy, right? Offense, defense, complete fighter, giant slayer. He was a huge underdog in the Diego Corrales fight. Beat him like it wasn't nothing. Knocked him out, right? He knocked out Diego Corrales. TKO. They had to stop the fight. He was beating the shit out of Diego Corrales, bruh. That's major, bruh. That's major shit right there, bro. Like, you can understand the level. Canelo Alvarez, he went in there against Canelo Alvarez, a young monster, right? Stood directly in front of him and played the best game of catch and shoot I've ever seen in my life. If you don't know what catch and shoot is deflect, block, counter, right? It's a counter for every shot, right? He mastered that. You got to get a man his props on that, right? Not only that, right? He went on to fight other world champions, great fighters, bro. You can't you disrespecting the game by saying he didn't fight nobody.
But Scoot, the discussion here.
Miguel Cotto, bro. Hold on, man.
Scoot, the conversation is greatest. I said top five. Yeah, I said top five. You don't accept that?
No, we're debating, right? We're debating.
Yeah, like top five, but greatest of all time? Yeah, right, bro.
The shit you're saying in between top five and that is it's just crazy.
And honestly, for the audience, I'm only saying top five because he's 51-0. So I have no choice.
He's 50-0.
Whatever. I have no choice. I have to put him in the top five, but I don't think he's one of the top five boxers I've ever seen.
I'm about to help you out, right? I'm about to help you out. If I was arguing against Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? This is what I would say. I would say he's really 49-0 because that 50th fight was against an MMA fighter. Right? And like,
Jake,
I respect
whatever.
It's Conor McGregor. Now I respect
Conor McGregor.
that opinion, right?
Hey, what did Conor get out of that after that? He was happy to leave that fight. That's the most money he's ever made in his professional life, bro.
Yeah, but
ever. He was happy. He never even fought back in the UFC after that, bro. He launched a whiskey company after that. Bro, so fighting Floyd is good. You don't necessarily have to win.
You can't put
you don't have to win.
That one fight, right? That one motherfucking fight and try to blast that whole man's career for that one fight. That last fight was a money grab. And what did he do? He opened up a whole new way to get paid as a boxer. So he really did a good thing for boxing by that. Boxers who do
a good thing for himself.
And help the game out in the process.
How? Since he's left, there's no boxing, bro.
What are you talking about?
What fights are we talking about now? Y'all were talking about Tank. He's not even a star, bro. There's nothing out there, bro. There's no heavyweights. There's no middleweights. There's nothing, bro. You know that. Mayweather bled this turnip dry of its money. He never let other smaller boxers come up underneath him. And as a result, there's no market, bro. That's the state of boxing today. What's the next pay-per-view? What's the next big one? Tell me. I'm sure I don't know. So please fill me in.
Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford.
Can't wait. How many months in between big fights, bro?
That's coming up.
How many months now? We're getting used to it. 9 months in between a fight, a year between a fight, and sometimes a fight is a rematch. Come on.
In a couple of weeks, right? Canelo Crawford's coming up in a few weeks. It's in September, right? After that, we got Tank versus Jake Paul, David versus Goliath, Davis versus
Tank
Goliath
versus Jake Paul.
Yep.
Let me talk to your audience real quick. Jake Paul, bro, is he a boxer?
Yeah, he's a boxer.
Is he a boxer? I'm asking your audience. I'm not talking to you.
No, he's a boxer. You talking about my show, nigga?
This is like fantasy football in a ring. Okay? I have money, I have equipment, and I pay people to fight.
What makes that fight?
Don't mess up my face. Don't injure my body. It's fake. To your audience, any Jake Paul fight is not legitimate.
I agree. Okay, time out. I've actually said that. I said the Tyron Woodley, especially the second fight, was probably fixed, in my opinion, allegedly.
Come
right?
on, man. You already know.
It looked like Woodley telegraphed he's about to drop the left, so throw the right. He's a professional fighter. He gets hit for a living. Of course, he's going to get hit for a few $1 million, right? And the way he landed, that looked fake as fuck, right? Okay, the Mike Tyson fight, pure circus, straight bullshit. You get no argument with that, right? But
that's the state of boxing.
But now right here though, right? That's the state of Jake Paul, man. That's not boxing, right? That's the state of Jake Paul. But what makes the Tank Davis-Jake Paul fight interesting is the size advantage and disadvantage. Tank Davis, 5'5", 135 pounds when he's in shape, right? Is going to go in there against a guy who's 6'2", 200 pounds, right? Who has been boxing for years now. This is a classic David versus Goliath. It's intriguing as fuck.
Goliath.
You got Goliath?
Goliath? We're making him Goliath now? This celebrity boxer?
You give me the size thing?
We're giving him Goliath? Okay, fine. You're selling it. But I'm not buying it.
Look at the size.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that shit.
On Netflix, you watch it.
And by the way, you know what's even frustrating about the matchup alone? Tank, if he loses, look how that fucks his career up. Think about the repercussions of that.
Russell Simmons.
Why is he taking this fight to begin with? It's ridiculous. Jake Paul is not a legitimate boxer. This guy has the best chance at coming up in his class and becoming a star. But instead, he wants to troll boxing fans by doing this. That's the way it looks like to me, brother.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, it's David versus Goliath. The size advantage and the fact that Jake Paul's been training as a professional fighter for years now. Even though his fight's a suspect, he's going in there with Tank Davis.
Suspect.
A guy who's a legit, but Tank Davis is a legit megastar, and the size advantage Jake Paul has requires no fucking clauses in the contract. Let them niggas fight. I want to see it. It's interesting in that aspect.
You know what? You know what it sounds like to me? It's a bootleg fight. I'm gonna catch it on YouTube.
No, it's on Netflix.
I have Netflix for free, so I guess I'll watch it on Netflix.
You're gonna watch it.
I'll watch a replay. I'm not gonna watch it live, bro.
Fight, you're lying, bro. You're lying, right? You're fucking lying. You're on here lying your ass off, right?
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it live, bro. I'm not setting my night up around this bullshit ass fight, bro.
You'll be at work.
Especially because on Netflix, I'll watch it the day after, bro.
Do you still work at the bar?
I don't have TVs in my bar.
Oh man, y'all slipping, bro. Everybody's going.
It's a wine bar. It's a wine bar.
That's right. You're a sommelier, right? A sommelier, right?
I'm a sommelier, so yeah.
There we go. That's what my boy do for a living, man. Yo, you need a wine suggestion? Type in wine suggestions for this nigga. Don't type boxing or politics, right?
You can talk about politics with me all day, free DC. Second, boxing. Floyd Mayweather was a bit of a fraud, man.
All right, man. We in the show on that. Cap. Yo, I'm wrapping it up, yo. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to the homie Kareem. Salute to Zeb Brooks Multimedia. It's been a fire show. We've been on 3 hours. That's what's up, man. Tank versus Jake Paul is actually a lit fight. Davis versus Goliath. I got Tank. Tanking him out with body shots. And Tank, if you listen, I know your people watch the show, nigga. Right, real talk. Pivot, check hook to the solar plexus, uppercut to the ribs, right? To the kidneys, nigga. Uppercut to the kidneys, check hook to the solar plexus, straight rights to the solar plexus. Tank Davis, you can put Jake Paul on his ass, you take all his fans, you beat Floyd Mayweather, you beat Turkey Al-Sheikh. Just my opinion. Yo, we ain't letting you back on, Slim. The chat said you can't talk no more, man. You can't talk no more, man. They ain't like what you had to say, man. Yo, we out, man. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan. Peace.